Okay, welcome everyone to the Faction After Hours podcast.
Wait, you didn't do the thing.
What thing?
The
You want to play
thing.
the music? Fucking A. Malcolm, cue the fucking music.
Damn, son.
You get music?
Oh man.
I think only a
a nice
couple of you
intro.
guys can hear the music.
Can we get Miata engine roaring sounds on that?
But that's an idea. But welcome everyone to the Faction After Hours podcast. We have another pretty exciting one here because we have a whole team. This is a whole ass team in here.
Yeah.
Ganged up in the spot.
Roadstar, bitch.
We have
This is a
Roadstar in here.
Yes, sir.
Out of Virginia. Are you all out of Virginia? Yeah. They drove up here.
Yeah, originally, but I live in Virginia now.
You look like a
Talking-
West
I was
Coast
just gonna
guy.
Talking to
say
the
you
mic.
seem like
You
a
look
West
like a
Coast
Washington guy.
guy. Yeah. Let's get that story right now.
We have first we have
Oh,
Alex.
you want to introduce?
We have Riley, Justin, Ian, and Nick. They drove up here to be on here. I don't know what the fuck.
In
I
a
know,
Sequoia.
dude, it's
In a
wild.
Sequoia, baby.
We
You
didn't
know?
even. We didn't like.
and an
bribe-
IS 300.
And an IS 300.
We didn't bribe them either. Well, you kind of bribed them. You said they could sleep in your basement, so you know who wouldn't want to drive 5
I mean,
hours for that?
look. If I was driving that far, I would hope somebody would do the same thing for me. So and this just. What do you think I'm doing when I go home? Nothing.
You're eating Korean barbecue.
Yeah, we're gonna have some Korean barbecue later. Queue up the Need for Speed Underground 2. Have a fucking good old fashioned 2011.
Do you have a dub edition?
Sleepover. I do have. We have Dub Edition. We have. If you're a Tekken guy, we got Tekken. Only PS2 games though.
All right.
That's how we get down.
Driver 3.
I want to know if you got juiced.
Yo, I think we have Juice 2.
Damn.
That was a.
I don't even know that one.
Do you even
That'll
know?
do it.
Do you know what
The most body kits. The most body kits you can put on a car in any game. Juiced too.
I never even heard of that.
They had. They
This
had.
is all before my time, but
Is
it's
it?
exciting to hear about. So
Oh yeah, let's do that. I want to get your ages.
Yeah. How old are you?
Go
guys?
around, let's-
Because
all
this
right.
is like again the second time I've met you guys, and we're having a sleepover.
And while
after
you
this.
tell me your
Yeah.
age,
Say-
can you tell me the car you drive? Are they literally
right.
all
Say-
Miatas?
say
we
your name
all
too.
drive Miatas, but I drive a black NA.
Okay.
I
My
want
name
the-
is Alex,
I want the
and
year
I'm
too.
22.
Okay. I want the year too. What's the year?
It's a 97.
Ooh, okay. So that's the 1.8.
1.8.
Yep. Okay.
Hi, my name's Riley. I drive a 91. It's the yellow NA, and then I also have a 99 green car.
The yellow used to
That's
be
an
gray.
NB then. That one.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Different.
My name. Oh yeah.
30.
He said,
I'm
"Whoa."
30.
Oh, you're 30. Frankie, you have a friend.
No one else is 30? It's just me and you? Fuck, man. All right, I'm not the old guy
There you
anymore.
go.
Fuck.
You guys look young as shit. Fuck out of here.
Yeah. I'm
Thanks,
28.
Carl.
Justin you're 28.
28. Justin. I drive a blue NA Miata 1990,
Ooh.
which I think is first year.
That's a
The
1.6, but
old-
yours
the
is
old one?
boosted. Are
yeah,
you guys
but
boosted?
Riley's is too.
Oh,
my
okay.
cars are boosted.
Are you NA, Alex? Okay, he's.
Oh, he means NA like first gen.
Oh, I thought you meant like NA, like naturally
Like that's 13.
aspirated.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
chassis
NA,
codes on Miatas are weird because
NA, NB,
it's
right?
NA, NB, NC, ND.
ND.
It makes sense to me.
Yeah.
Yeah, but then if
ABCD.
you want to talk about naturally aspirated, and it's an NA that's naturally
you just gotta
aspirated.
spell it out.
It's an NA.
Nah.
So, now,
So I run a I run a NAT NA 16 1990.
Now I'm confused.
That was clear.
do you have so you two as well have Miatas? So there's
Yeah.
literally 5 of y'all at one
Yeah.
time. That's pretty.
How many of you guys were at the special stage East?
I wasn't driving.
Ian didn't
My-
How
drive,
many,
but
how
he
many
was
cars were there?
Four cars.
4 Miatas, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. Just gotta refresh my memory.
That shit probably looks so funny. But we'll go over here. Wait, how will?
My name's Ian, aka Mr. Kobayashi.
Oh, okay.
Oh, hey, yo.
we,
my
have,
name-
we have a Mr. Miyagi on our team.
Oh, really?
Oh!
Oh, we might have something.
That's not his real name.
No, hell no.
Oh.
Hell no.
It just occurred to me that some people think that's Miyagi's actual
100%.
name.
Yeah, no. He's Korean.
What? Wait, what?
Miyagi's a Japanese name.
I mean, it's Asia, so.
Isn't it? I heard it was a Japanese name. Yeah, I don't know.
I have no clue. I mean, okay, then.
I drive a 2000 Miata NB. And I am currently 23.
All right.
You guys are kind of spread. Like
The
you're
age?
young. Yeah, you're
Don't
young, and then
discriminate.
one of y'all might be just hanging out with the wrong age group.
Yeah,
maybe.
we had a thing
That's
where,
him.
where we call the three of us the dad stars and then the
Okay.
son
It's an interesting
stars.
dynamic.
Because yeah, you'll find out more
So
about
those are
that.
the young guns.
And then we have one
Young
more.
boy.
Don't
I'm
forget
Nick.
now.
I have a black first gen NA Miata with no hard top and a Wings West kit.
Ooh, Wings
No
West
hard
kit.
top.
Interesting.
I see you in the photo.
No hard top. Vert.
Because
I hate hard tops. I'm not getting a hard top. Like, what am I, is it stolen off my car?
The hard top is pretty.
Is that an
pretty
issue?
badass.
I
mean-
is that an issue that people steal?
we tried to
Yeah,
tell him.
yeah.
Oh,
Riley's got
Yeah.
stolen.
Well, at least you guys.
Wait,
said it.
what?
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
dude.
no, they're hot. I mean,
Why would I take a $2,000 L? Like,
exactly?
I'll take a $2,000 L
know
when
they
I
steal
hit my
hard
car to
tops.
the wall.
Inform Carl
All right,
about
so
these hard
so
tops.
these hard tops are worth a pretty penny these days.
I know my brother has
$2,000.
Yeah, $2,000.
A lot.
But I didn't know people were stealing them.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. You guys have S chassis and shit, but $2,000 is a lot of fucking money on a Miata.
Yeah,
Like-
we're real people.
Whoa. We're all poor in here.
Oh no, we get it. We get it.
for
So-
one part, it's a lot of money. No matter
Exactly.
what.
Yeah.
It's
That's like getting your wheels stolen.
You ever
It's a
seen
good
an
portion of the-
S2000 hard
of the
top?
cost
That
of a
shit's
car.
4 bands.
Why would I put on a convertible a top to make it a not convertible permanently?
I
And
personally
then I gotta like take that shit off. It's heavy as hell. I gotta put it somewhere.
I like the hard
It's like
top.
taking.
Goes
It's like
faster.
it's
it
heavier.
looks better.
Looks better.
Doesn't look better. That's subjective.
Sounds quieter inside.
To be honest,
And you know what? The only thing you got on me is it doesn't rain inside your car.
Yeah, it doesn't leak, and you
That's
need to
the
figure
biggest-
that shit out because your shit's leaking.
like,
all the
my
time.
lap is
He'd
always
be running
wet.
around in the rain with duct tape
And I'm
on
so
his.
mad.
on his
I'm in
top.
the-
pissed himself when he get out of his car on his way to work.
I'm in the chat so mad. Like, ah, fuck me honest.
Wow. Could you put some on Instagram for questions? Might as well just do that.
the
Yeah, back to that hard top thing. Yeah, they look better.
I personally like it with the hard top.
I respect your opinion,
and,
Frankie.
and ready
All right,
and
thank
ready,
you.
ready.
They should have never came convertible.
Type X.
Yeah, I said it.
swing. Type X
No, that's
swing
fair.
from an S13 on
You
a
hurt my
Miata is my
feelings.
favorite thing.
All right. No,
I want
it.
to.
Oh, the Type X
it's not that cool, but
I
I
love it.
respect
Yeah, I
you for
agree.
it.
I
I
like it. It
agree.
makes it gives it like a coupe. Or not a
Wings
coupe,
don't
but a
belong on
hatchback.
cars.
We got real Miata
Yes,
people here.
we
right?
should.
I agree.
I mean, we could maybe go for the little duck bill, maybe a slight lip.
drag wing.
I love
but
Bomex. on
Anything more than that,
Bomex.
Bomex. We can't.
Bomex.
We can't do that.
My brother actually has 2 Miatas. Maybe I should refer him to you guys. He has 2 NAs.
Are they for sale?
No, they're very not for sale. He
I'm
loves
in
them dearly.
I'm in the market for a shit car.
Oh no, they're not. They're not.
I
they're
have
not
to
shit
drive
cars.
my final bout car like really gingerly, and I don't like that because it like I'm
No,
like
they're-
scared of hitting stuff.
All right, I'm getting the vibe that he's the wild card on the team.
Oh, is he?
You're exactly
Are
right.
you the wild card, Nick? Would
I'm
you
very-
describe that?
I'm very reckless, very ADHD. I'm just
He wants to do his own thing.
act on
But
impulse.
we love him.
right?
We love him.
Yeah, of
Well, you
course.
need
you?
a guy.
Of
You
course.
need a
Do
guy.
you? Do you?
You
There's
need
always a
guy.
wild
I love
Yeah.
Nick.
He
I
keeps
love
us
him.
on our
Contested.
toes, and that's good.
It's
That's
like
good.
you need somebody to test that because after they test
Exactly.
it and you find out, oh, that's actually kind of cool. Maybe we can go do that now.
Yeah,
You know, now that we know we're not going to hurt ourselves.
What, driving wise?
Well,
I mean-
I'm talking I'm talking everything.
So you all tandem with each other then?
Yeah.
5 Miatas.
Yeah, we
at the
stack
same-
up five.
Absolutely.
Stack up 5 deep.
5 deep.
5.
That's a
If
solid
not
team.
more. We prefer more.
We do a lot of like vibes is like 36 car trains. Does that count? That's not like tandeming, but
How did this
That's
how
what
did
we're
this
used-
team start though? I always ask that same thing because you guys are a team. It's not like who was the is there like an original?
So
Justin.
So I feel like it was me and Justin met and started driving together.
Okay.
In Richmond, and then I talk to Nick all the time, and so I knew Nick like before anybody.
I've known this guy since 2012,
Yeah, whatever.
2011.
Nobody cares. But
He's a year guy. He's a year guy.
I am a year guy. 2012 is a long time.
yeah,
Frankie cares.
he didn't even
These are
drive.
avid podcast listeners. He said you're a year guy. That is something I said.
That means he's a
last
listener.
episode.
I work on cars all day, and I just put the headphones in
That's
and
what's up.
ignore my coworkers.
That's amazing.
That's how I keep focus.
That's what's up.
That's
I'm just
amazing.
I'm too ADD to like. I gotta listen to something.
But
No, that's good.
Justin definitely brought up the idea to have everybody drive together because we had been going to the same events and like kind of like having the synergy.
you know,
of-
all local.
Did you all have Miatas at the same
Yeah,
time?
yeah, we
Yeah.
all, and that was like the kind of the point.
team was even a thing.
You don't want to get barreled
You
in
guys
by.
just attracted each other.
I think it's more of a. If you're driving with a whole bunch of cars,
Yeah.
you don't want to get barreled by a F-250. You want to
Oh.
get hit by another car the same momentum as you.
Miatas are small cars. We got to roll in packs.
I got
So-
bodied
that's a
by a
good
G35.
It's a balance of like you have the same weight, So your guys are going at the same momentum when you're hitting each other. You have the same parts if we're switching it from like a logistics standpoint.
That's a
it's
really good
great.
idea.
That's a
So it's not like we really love Miatas, but it just works
Shit, I
out,
do.
and they're pretty cheap, and tires are $60 each. You know,
Have
like,
you heard
so.
of? There's another team around here also with Miatas. Josh, I know you were gonna be pissed at me if I didn't bring you up, but Drift Snake.
Yeah, yeah.
They have a couple Miatas at Club Loose. Josh, that was for you because last time I didn't bring up Drift Snake.
Josh.
You got
Another
upset.
avid
Does he have
listener.
a purple Miata? Does he have a purple Miata?
No,
his
it's-
is blue.
Are you talking about the one with 16s
no.
at
Blue
Vibes?
is their friends.
Maybe.
That's Lloyd.
No, that's not him.
Josh is now. He's actually gonna hate me.
I
but I'm
swear I
almost
follow this
positive
guy on
it's white.
Instagram. I
Is
could
it
be
white?
wrong.
Josh Roloffs.
No, we're. I don't know.
Super cool guy. Very handsome.
Very handsome.
That's
man.
for you.
But the
Okay.
other thing about having all Miatas is, personally, I think they look better
When they're drifting
together versus with other chassis.
that's what I
so
was just
like,
gonna
that's
say.
what that's what
when
Frankie
you're
said.
on a team with a bunch of other huge cars and you have a tiny one, it just looks kind of weird.
I heard it actually drives very similarly to an S chassis.
I don't know about that.
I
snappy
have an
kinda
S
like it.
chassis
Oh,
and
yeah,
a
you do.
Miata.
You do.
I feel more comfortable in my Miata. That could just be because that's what I started in and what I'm used to. But it pivots right around the center. So when you're like transitioning, it feels like the whole car rotates around you and you're just still. Like it's,
It's a
super
fun
nice.
grip
I've been
car,
in
that's
bad
for
S
sure.
chassis, and I've been in decently set up ones. Chris's car and Hernandez, the Spirit car, and
That's decently set up.
Ooh, don't say that word around.
it, yeah, whatever.
Anyways.
That car, it was pretty similar to like a Miata.
Huh.
It
I will-
snapped. It
I will
felt
say-
on its toes.
I will say Chris Hernandez's car through the infield at Tandem Nights, even though I was very shallow angle, was still walking away from me, and I was like,
He's got the tire.
the KA was walking away from. Oh man.
What is
All right.
what event is this? What track is this? Like
Tandem Nights is at Shenandoah, run by all the Virginia Beach guys. Who is it?
Pop style.
Yeah, Team's Hop Style,
see,
and
like-
it's like a mini.
it's a
It's
whole
like
nother
No, they
world.
combined.
whole
There's a
nother
couple of them
world
now. I
that
think.
I
Yeah.
don't
remember
know
what it's
about.
called.
Danger Danger Zone, Sean Murphy. Yeah, they just invite local teams.
mention it around Spirit because a lot of
yeah, like
a lot of these teams we're talking about, maybe the like origins of them were at Spirit, but when Spirit sort of fell apart, that was like when they were like, we got to do something
Yeah, 'cause
to
Spirit
like
was near
still
you
have our
guys.
community.
Yeah, and that was the most
like an
inner
hour
circle
and a
for
half
Spirit.
So they kind of like all teamed up and they were like, we got to throw rad events because now we don't have this track that's that we're all used to going
That's
to.
kind of nice because then it's like the community's coming together to fix
So you're
this
doing
problem.
you're doing these events at Shenandoah.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, I've been there before. Have you been there? Before?
You were there for.
There was one recently. Mike Perez promoted a free event there. I
Oh
thought,
yeah, I was
yeah.
there.
I thought that was
Yeah.
awesome.
That's where-
Very,
Did you
go to
very
that?
cool event. No, I did not. My friend Daryl was there though. I wanted to go to that. I forget why I couldn't go to that.
That track is like pretty fun. I mean, it's simple.
good
but
scenery.
It's
Ian-
It looks,
Definitely
it looks,
good scenery.
It looks
That shit is
wide.
crazy, dude.
Ian
kind of
backed his shit into a
wide.
wall that day.
Mediocre track.
Yeah, I did.
Oh, you drove that day?
Yeah, I did.
Oh,
I
word,
I was
word.
driving on court.
His Miata looks like a Daigo Saito Ibisu practice car now because
It's
it
not
is.
that bad.
A
It
circle
drives
track,
still.
so it's nothing to write home about, but it is still fun. It's a great time.
It
Yeah,
does look
place
like a
to
fun place, like where I
practice.
can probably stay floored the whole time.
Oh
Yeah,
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 That's
absolutely.
the
flat
thing about
out.
Shenandoah is private days where it's pretty much lawless. Like
All right, let's
No,
not go.
it
there.
Let's
definitely-
not,
it
let's
definitely
not go
feels
lawless.
No, that's not lawless.
It does feel.
It
that
feels
way.
that way. I've been there. You can't lie to me. Those guys don't give a fuck. They're like, yo, go for it. Yeah. They were super nice.
compared to up here. It's probably,
Yeah.
No, up here is.
we're probably like the Wild West down there. I mean,
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
there's
mean,
like,
I don't know. There's Florida too.
Wild
Oh my
vi-
god.
oh yeah, no,
Virginia.
Florida. I mean, Florida's on.
That's you.
That's
Something
in
else
that's in
always-
Virginia,
Yeah, that's
right?
mine.
Shenandoah?
Yes, absolutely.
Yo, Frankie.
why you
God
guys want to
damn.
show up my fucked up ass car, bro?
Airing him out over backing out into a
I like
wall.
have to.
I like the color though, silver.
Okay,
Thank you.
so
But
like
yeah.
every other NB.
Back to how we met.
yes, that's how you guys met. So then, like, how long has when did Roadstar start? I know you were gonna.
Who
ask
wants to
about it.
start? Who wants to start?
I don't. I think it was around 2020.
It was 2020 Easter is when we were picking out our names because we wanted to go to Team Vibes, which is Vibes Now.
So you
For
kind of needed to,
2021.
needed to become a real team to go.
Right,
Yeah,
right.
and we were
But
all driving together,
Let's,
so-
let's rewind for a
I
second.
don't think that was the reason that we made a team though.
Yeah.
Before all this, the three of these guys knew each other. Ian and I
Yeah.
went to high school together
Yeah.
and like mutually knew each other. and we started drifting together in like 2019, I think.
It's
or
funny. We both
2020.
got our Miatas around the same time in high school.
Right,
And
and then
we just didn't talk to each
met
other.
Justin at a drift event at Shenandoah, just at a random drift event. Started driving with him.
Bliss
Yeah, we had
Tengoku.
another team called Bliss Tengoku, and then
Oh shit!
Ooh,
Okay.
that shit sounds cool.
and then that
Tengoku.
became like it didn't become, but
It was
we,
our group.
We kind of
basically.
started all driving together, and then we came up
united
with
as one.
Roadstar.
So it was
and
just
then-
you two on that original.
No, we have another
had
buddy.
another-
He has
yeah,
a
our friend
Z31
Julius.
with the beams. His
So he
name's
got kicked. He was like, "You ain't
No,
going."
he's
No,
still
no,
there.
no. He was the founder.
not a Miata.
A
He-
beams though.
Yeah, ITBs.
Yes.
His goal is to
Oh,
have
wow.
a Corolla for a Z. So
In a Z31.
I don't know.
Wow.
I don't know any other person who's done it. So
So it was like you guys joined forces
pretty much,
to
yeah.
combine and
pretty
make
much.
Roadstar. I love the name too, by the way.
Oh yeah.
Oh, Mike. Yeah, basically, I drove a couple events with Riley and Nick. Then I drove a couple events with Ian and Alex, and then I was like, we should all like drive together.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was Justin's idea. I had met Justin at a Spirit event, and I had just got my Miata. Like, I just got it. And the way his was like on some wide wheels with like eBay lips, and that's exactly how I wanted it to.
Damn, had to shout the eBay out there.
Man, it's
just a lip.
it was just. It's a look. It's a Miata thing, and that's exactly how I wanted mine at the time. And I was like, "Yo, this is exactly how I want my car." We've graduated since then. It's been a few years.
He was aspiring to
you,
reps.
When did you move here though? Because you said you were from the West Coast.
Yeah, I've kind of moved around, but I moved here to Virginia in like mid 2019, like summer of
Oh wow!
2019.
So kind of.
Pretty recently, yeah.
So when you bought that body kit for me, where were you?
I was here.
You were here already.
Yeah.
Okay.
I was already here. So the plan with my Miata was to build it basically how it is, but for like years. And it was like a crazy process of like when I first bought it to finally figuring out like how to put it all together.
Yeah.
So I feel like it's come together way more slowly than I would want a car to come together in general. But that's why I had to wait until
Damn.
I was out here to buy the body kit from you. Otherwise, it would have been earlier.
Dude, your cars are first of all
Yeah, I know they all styled up really
Dude.
nice.
at that event, the final bout event. I was blown away. I was like, this is sick. Just all the Miatas,
We
different
finished
colors.
everything probably a week before.
Of course,
We-
that's standard procedure.
Not even.
So
We were putting Riley's car together the Friday before final bout was Saturday. We were
Yeah.
putting. Alex was putting. We had to buy an alternator Friday night.
The whole car the night before.
oh,
He gave Riley gave everybody like a task. And like it was like 11:30, raining, and I was back in his truck and trailer into the shop, and he was yelling at me because I got mud on the trailer because I was trying to get out of this damn field.
Yeah.
This is the thing.
these are the final bout stories.
Oh
no,
my
I was
God.
gonna say Frankie is not unfamiliar to this whatsoever.
yeah.
Friday night.
I remember your original story. You're literally painting.
Oh well, that was one of them. Yeah, we made a paint booth in a driveway, and we're painting a car the day before we left.
Yeah,
Frankie's a
we
seasoned
applied
vet.
to Final Bout, and Simba reached out to us and was like, "Yeah, so if you guys want to come,
Yo,
you're gonna have to do something about this situation."
nah.
Wait, what was the situation?
Simba was like, "What's going on with that black car with the red kit?" Because I had a Red Wings West kit off of another Miata.
Yeah.
He's like, and Justin's like, "Yeah, he's gonna get his car painted." I was like, "All right,
Am I?
I guess I'm getting my car painted now." It's like, "Thanks, Justin."
Yeah, so final bout,
It
they
was
have
for
to
the
hold,
better.
they
It
have
was
to
for the
hold the
better.
standard high.
Yeah,
Yeah,
no,
Because
I
if they
love that.
don't,
no doubt, no doubt.
then it's gonna be just another event. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
it was for the better, but
Hell
Yeah.
no,
news
my
to
ass
me.
ain't getting that shit.
That's why you're gonna body kit, Carl.
Fuck.
Carl's like, you know what, my shit drives fine. I'm just gonna leave it. I'm like,
I'm just gonna not.
you
drive
ain't going to
anymore, I
final bout.
guess.
man.
that Vertex.
I know. I want that Vertex kit so bad.
Who has the
Or you
yellow
gotta
one?
Make your own bumper.
That car is
Mr.
that car
Riley.
fucks.
You like the yellow one?
Yeah, and I don't even like yellow cars.
Mac
You
and cheese.
do not actually.
I
Like,
didn't
Also,
either.
anyone who has an NB, what body kit are you running? Is it only you that has an NB?
No,
NB
Riley
as
and I both
you
run
both have
NBs.
NB.
I'm
Wait,
actually
so you have
I have two cars.
wait, but I saw like a BN style kit on yours, right?
So I have the
Is that
BN style
PS
and the
Deuce
yellow
or
one.
BN? I don't know what-
KBD.
Wait,
I
this is an NA, right?
Yes.
Okay.
My other one, I have a Bomex front bumper, Tupperware side skirts.
Have 'em
and
go to your
no
IG.
rear bumper.
What's
yeah, should I go
Tupperware?
there? Oh,
Yeah,
I
go
I
to-
can get there easily.
aside from the stuff I put my left.
Isn't your IG still
Marbach
private?
for 23.
20
Riley, can you take your
Fuck.
IG off private?
or accept
I got
me
you, I got you.
or something. Yeah.
Hit you with a private.
Ooh, it's private.
Yeah.
Can you take it off private,
Private
please,
account.
Riley?
Just
Thank
accept
You
me.
got
whatever.
nudes
All
on
right,
there.
refresh the page now. You should be good.
Let me accept you. My request.
Oh, so this one.
Yeah, that's like before. That's like when I first bought it. I haven't posted any photos of it since I finished it.
Okay, well, I mean that doesn't really. I'm trying to figure out what body kits NBs are running.
Because you
I
wanna-
like the
you wanna-
Bomex
you wanna
style.
stock 'em?
gonna say Bomex.
Bomex is pretty
Bomex?
popular.
What dial- let me see.
You're gonna have to Google this.
Oh, so you guys don't have that
Here, I get
I
a.
have the Bomex wing.
because it's so hard to find a body kit for an NB, right?
If you go to our IG, I think the second reel is like Ian trying to tap
So like,
Alex.
don't judge me on my fitment and shit. Here you go. I haven't put wheels on it yet.
Brings it back.
Through it.
Now I'm
But it's
gonna look.
I had. It's just.
It's not even bad.
Taking all the details.
I haven't.
Oh, okay. So what is this, Bomex?
Yeah. Bowman's front bumper. It's just like a upgraded like Mazda speed style like side skirts
It's not
and
a
then.
thick like style like sex spec kit.
Yeah.
It's
It's
just a, like,
kind of.
lower.
I feel like
It's simple.
2000s
It's
cars
simple.
like. You
Look
know,
at Ian's car though. Ian's is more
Ian.
like big.
Mine was
also.
kind of experimental in my
Ian's
opinion.
is definitely like a statement. Mine is like don't be fucking gross.
Okay.
I'm not saying yours is, by the way. I'm
Teach
really
their
not.
own, really.
That's cool.
Because it's silver, like all the other NBs.
Go to like go to Ian's Instagram. Probably the best spot.
Mr.
We need to do
Kobayashi.
better at it.
Tell me it's private.
yeah,
Oh yeah. Okay.
Yeah, you
So
can-
what is this now?
That's Garage Very.
that's a.
Is that from
garage.
Japan?
From a buddy of mine, local, good price. I was like, might
He
as well.
makes them,
No. He just had one. He's like, you just want it?
but that's a Japanese brand.
Yeah,
Mm.
Garage Very.
No one knows. Oh, okay.
Garage Very
Garage
is
Very.
a brand. A lot of the stuff we don't like. If we buy it here, we look for a tag to see if it's a rep or not.
Okay.
Sometimes we don't find one. Sometimes we do.
No, yeah. I just know that there's not that many options, you know.
But yeah, this is the Garage Very style bumper on
Would
an
it be
NB.
hard to like retrofit like that PS Deuce kit? That
kind
he
of
had?
because it's flip ups and
No, they
Regular.
actually have like over in the UK. There's a Firefly Speed Shop. They sell Deuce kits and whatnot. Same with like I don't know with I know
feel
JP
like it kinda looks
Fiberglass
fun,
is
though.
kind of
Dude,
controversial.
I have a
James.
bad experience with JP Fiberglass. I hate that guy.
I've only-
Riley, this is all you right
I
now.
didn't. I just got
Oh.
a JP Fiberglass overs on the NB and
I bought I bought a lip, and like this was back when I had like, I mean not back. I still have no money, but like I literally had no money saved up. Bought like an East Bear lip for my S13. It was a shark nose front East Bear lip, rep obviously because JP Fiberglass. I got it. This thing was wrapped in styrofoam, not in a box. It was literally wrapped in styrofoam, plastic wrapped all around, snapped in half. Like I feel the lip.
They tell you to
is
check.
loose.
They tell you to check the box before you accept it. That's
the
on
thing
you.
is like it
That's
was
on you.
literally whole in the styrofoam, so it's not like I'm gonna cut the styrofoam.
you gotta open it.
Cut the styrofoam open, and I wasn't even there to sign off on it.
User error.
ain't no one opening those boxes up.
That shit is shot. I mean, every body kit, every piece of fiberglass you buy, Origin is not gonna fit.
Now,
right.
what I will say with the JP Fiberglass,
Yeah, let's hear the one good story.
yeah.
well,
Well,
for the money, for the money.
I can make
It was
a mold for
$300
overs. A
overs.
monkey
Like, you
can
can't.
make over fenders. Like it's
Now,
not hard.
There were a lot of air bubbles like in the fiberglass. Like it's not like
It's cheap
So when you start
fiberglass.
sanding it
Yeah,
down and
it-
like trying to like smooth it out, you're feeling like pinholes for days.
I mean,
like,
he's
which is
personally the one. Is he
annoying.
making it? He's got a factory running this thing. I don't know.
He's making them in his back.
I think he's
Yeah.
doing it.
But
That's
but
what
with
I'm
Fitment,
saying.
like if you talk to Tyler from Sabotage, he got an Origin rear over and a JP rear over, or maybe it was a front fender, I forget. And he was saying that the JP fit better, like took less work to fit.
Yeah, Origin's
Origin
not
has
known
apparently
for
kind of
high quality stuff.
But
Yeah.
BN fits amazing though.
That's
After
ridiculous.
looking at your kit and
I
stuff.
think that's ridiculous for the price there.
Yeah,
But-
for
I run KBD, so other people would.
Well, let me tell you
you
the
know.
price of a good body kit. $2,200.
it's over $2,000.
Oh yeah.
900 bucks KBD.
Origin, what is it now?
Free
13,
shipping.
1200, 1200 to
Warranties.
1300. Yeah.
I paid $400 off of Facebook Marketplace.
Yup.
For some guy in
Yes, sir.
in Norfolk for my Wings West, which I think
Best-
is like
best
I
fitting
think
kit.
isn't Wings West like fake, but now it's like the old fake, which is cool.
I
now.
don't know. I'm not familiar.
I don't know. I got Wings West.
It's like
I
rep,
wanted to
but
be
expensive rep.
I wanted to be different, but it was real Wings West, the OG Wings West. I was told by somebody who knows this stuff that it's like actual fiberglass. It had like labels where there used to be labels, and it was like a flat rectangle where there was a label there, and then now the sticker fell off.
Yeah, the high quality stuff from Japan is very expensive.
You could tell
I'm
fiberglass when you like touch
No,
it.
his kit is definitely the highest quality. Like I
It
feel
fit,
like I've
it
seen.
clipped right on,
Yeah.
no fasteners or tape or anything, and it stayed there.
Yeah.
And I'm only buying Facebook Marketplace because I'm just gonna smash this shit into stuff
Yeah.
like trailers and
That's
my
pretty
friends'
much how
cars.
I operate. This next body kit for the IS is the only one.
I appreciate like real Origin kits and everything. Like the Front Street cars look crazy, but I can't. That's not in the budget for me.
That's
Yeah,
fine,
yeah.
and we respect that here because I'm
I'm just gonna nail. Like I
Personally,
nailed my
Porter's
front lip on
I
a
feel
trailer.
like also we're not to the level where I feel comfortable running like fiberglass in all my cars, where I'm gonna be like caring to fix everything every time I hit people.
Oh no!
Yeah.
Okay,
I'll
wait,
fix
wait.
my bumper a million times before I.
Yeah,
like
this guy is like,
I'm
yes,
not-
Well, I mean,
this
it's
is ridiculous.
It's
I work at a body shop and I'm not going to do as much as he does.
yeah, to
that's
preface,
wild.
to preface it,
That's wild, but it's a different mentality. Some people care, some people don't.
Yeah, no.
Some
I
people
mean,
will fix their arrow after every event.
The
Yeah,
crazy
And
thing
some
also
people
is like
don't want to do that.
I noticed like the weight of the different fiberglass. Like some fiberglass is
Oh,
for
yeah.
sure lighter, and like it that makes sense to me.
Well,
Yeah,
Frankie, you mentioned that Miyagi's kit was thick, 3Cs.
Miyagi's kit.
It's a Serial 9 kit. I remember we had this
It's
conversation
nice.
where
I'll
you
tell
told
you that
me.
because I dragged his rear bumper all around a track.
That's what I'm saying.
And it was fine.
Frankie was literally dragging this rear bumper. Not
Yeah,
Frankie's
that-
car. Not Frankie's car, by the way.
Hey man, I put it together. So
Doing third gear entries on kart track in Englishtown, which you guys have definitely.
I'm gonna break that car because I built it. So
Yeah,
I
I
drug-
wanted to drive this.
I drug
weekend.
Alex's bumper around Vibes track underneath my car.
and it was good.
No, I actually. It was freshly repainted and it hurt my soul a little bit, but
Sorry, what do you want me
It's
to do?
okay.
Like
Damn.
swerve off track to avoid it? Like, oh,
you weren't the only person that hit it, so it's okay.
All right.
I thought
It
Miyagi-
became a clipping point.
I thought Miyagi's bumper was gonna be totaled, but then I got out of the car and I was like,
You had that stressed walk. I know
yeah.
what you.
I was like, oh,
shoulders up,
It's not that bad.
grabs the bumper,
Oh, yeah, you
rips
told me
it
that,
off,
yeah.
gets inside the car, and we're like, "What the hell was that?"
Yeah, it wasn't that bad. So I guess their stuff's pretty good.
Yeah, no, but have only ran fiberglass, and like, it takes me so little time to just kind of hastily repair it that I don't care.
Yeah,
After
yeah.
the first smash, you're like, oh, okay.
Did I hear KBD before, or was that a joke?
That's Riley. Riley had KP.
No, I run that too. It's
Oh,
not a
you
joke.
have it too?
There's a reason.
So is it a BN?
We're both lazy, and yes,
There's
it's
a
a
reason.
it's a BN rep or
Do you-
Arios
Do you know how
rep
many times
technically.
we've hit walls, hit people?
Yeah, yeah.
And
People.
Oh, you guys got takeovers now?
Damn, son. Damn.
Doing rollbacks, swinging them.
Get back, get smacked. Here, white lights
Other
certified.
cars.
where it just comes back where Justin's spending a weekend fixing his car.
But
and
you,
then has
but
to
you
paint
work
it
at a
again.
body shop.
Yes. And I value my time. I
And
also
he's
have
still
a
not willing to
lifetime
do it.
warranty on anything. Before final bout, my car was it was rough.
Yeah, yeah.
I email these guys, and I get a body kit again, a brand new one
In a
ready to paint.
shoebox, right delivered to you.
Riley, show them the picture
Yeah,
of
it
you.
looks like bacon when it comes out.
For sure.
But honestly, Riley goes
out, like-
above and beyond with body work too. So I know it was gonna take him like 3 or 4 times as long to fix some shit that he breaks that's fiberglass than it will me because I put it
Where
together
can I
quick.
see this?
I bring stuff into the shop.
That's KBD.
This one?
Yeah.
I've had the same side skirts since 2019.
I mean, I've seen the cars
So-
in person and they look good. So
Riley, show them
Yeah,
the
the
picture.
Hayes cars look so
Result.
okay.
the Hayes cars are the best cars in KBD for sure.
Riley,
I like
show
them, yeah.
show
Your
them the
team
picture.
Hayes is awesome. The
Well,
cars are
except the rear
sick.
bumpers.
Of you backed
They're
into
not
the
going to
wall.
fix the rear bumpers. The rear bumpers just look like shit.
At Vibes.
What? The
The-
Oh
It's
yeah,
chassis
like I
ones.
ran I hit the wall multiple times at Vibes, and I have not had to fix my bumper. All I have to do is paint. I gotta
That sounds boring.
hit it with. Gotta hit it with.
It is, and it's
You know,
wonderful.
paint it.
It's a wonderful kind of boring.
I think of like if I'm drifting and I'm not hitting, I'm just about to hit it, but I'm not hitting it.
Yeah, yeah.
I think you told me that. That's like the goal. I don't need to break it.
Yeah.
The fact that you're telling me you're breaking this shit,
Hey man,
like-
the theory is there.
or you are
My thing
hitting
is
it
like
and it's
don't
not
hit
breaking.
the actual body. Like you
That's-
can hit bumpers,
Yeah.
but don't hit like your
Any
your
structure.
your pressure vent. Don't hit your tail light.
Like I said, the theory is there. The execution is almost never there. But your car's, the execution is there. So you know,
you.
you can't really say
Especially Riley's.
Yeah.
Riley's,
I will say, Ian totaled his white car, and the KBD bumper was fine.
Oh yeah.
The rest of the car was nice.
Sold the KBD bumper. Sold the rest of the kit. The guy's like, yeah, here's $500. Go take it.
So what do you do when you get the KBD? You gotta put
You
it
just
on
gotta
the
heat
sun?
it up. If you have a paint booth, you put it in the paint booth and heat it up like you
Oh
do
yeah, let me
when
just
you're
go in my
carrying
backyard. Throw it in the paint
No,
booth.
but not even that. Like
Put it in the garden.
I've
I
had,
throw it in the sun.
I just
Water it.
painted a
Works the
guy's
same.
KBD kit and he just left it outside
What do you
for
have?
like
Is
a
there
day
any
or so.
extra precautionary steps you do?
It just takes
to
more
paint
prep work as far as like prepping the surfaces because it's so much like poly.
Yeah, I heard
whatever.
that sucks too.
Yeah,
but I don't-
it's definitely more time. You get charged more for it when it's
okay.
getting painted versus fiberglass, depending on the fiberglass
I'd be painting
product.
fiberglass. Shit's so easy to
Spray
paint, dude. Every car I've done is spray paint.
If you're doing a good job on it,
Same here.
if you're straightening out fiberglass though, and you're sanding it down, and you're putting fiberglass over, filling the low spots, you're gonna have a lot of like solvent pop anyways.
Yeah.
and it's gonna be a lot of prep work
I did-
to get it straight.
to get it right.
Yeah, after the first hit and the first repair, right? After that, I'm just like, this thing just has to
It's
stay
just
in one
Band-Aided.
piece, like
It's band-aided until for me
until you get a new one.
Yeah, for me it was when I was drifting it was every year. So in the winter it would be okay, we're either buying a new body kit, which is pretty unrealistic since we have BN now, or we're fixing everything. So that's when you take everything off, you fix it for real, then you get it painted and you put it back on. And hopefully you don't have to paint your car, but I painted my car like every year.
Yeah,
So.
and your color, it's not like you could buy it at AutoZone.
Well, you technically are supposed to be able to, but my car is always green for some reason, so I paint it gray and it comes out green, so it's cursed.
I love the color.
I like the green.
yeah,
green.
I'm on year 2 with his Wings West, and I gotta redo it all. And Justin did it last year, and then Riley went over his work because he's very meticulous.
Yeah.
And then I was getting onto a trailer at Vibes and just like nailed my front lip in half and like fiberglass.
But that's the good part
sucks.
about having an off season, because then you have time to.
In Virginia, we don't. Our off season is not really
Not
there. We
long.
have.
What's
I mean,
the
we had
coldest
a
it can be getting
at
down there?
Shenandoah.
Does
We
it-
had
does it get
that.
cold.
I mean, it gets cold. I mean,
It
we're not
gets
doing
cold,
it,
but we still drive.
Yeah,
like,
But it's doable.
Like, is there snow?
a little bit.
Yeah,
A little
like,
bit.
not that- you don't account for it.
Not like
Yeah.
up here.
Yeah.
One time it rained and they closed school for some reason.
Straight up, that happened.
Yeah, straight up. Straight up.
Perfect drift day. Shit.
God damn it! Do they salt the roads down there?
They do.
Yeah.
It's brine too.
Usually it's like brine water. That's like liquidy.
It's like a
bullshit.
spray.
Yeah,
Oh,
it gets
fuck.
it coats your.
See, once that
coats
goes
my
on,
vehicle.
that's the off season for me.
Yep.
That would
I'm
be.
taking an Uber at that point.
I drive my car
No,
through
you're
that
not.
shit. It's like, fuck
No,
it.
you're not.
He's gonna drive his IS.
Drive the IS.
IS can
Don't
withstand time.
If it
Yes,
snows, I'm
sir.
driving
It's
my
already
car.
rough.
I'm drifting. Like
It's already
Yeah.
rough.
that's how it goes.
Now, okay, I have some team related questions because okay, you guys are like the second aside from faction. We had no teams. You guys are the first team.
Yeah, like a full.
I want to
team.
know because you all drive the same car. Do you guys experience any issues within the team dynamic? Like if you're in a drift team, do you
Hell
Try to
yeah.
answer
Hell yeah.
one. Try to
Yeah,
answer one
try
at
to
a time.
answer one at a time. I know you're gonna want to yell at each other.
See, this is how
Can
it
we
goes.
go around the room like last time? Then?
Yeah, that'll work.
start with
Everyone
Alex?
say one issue. I guess there's a lot.
Keep it vague. Keep it vague. Keep it vague.
Um,
Keep it vague.
We'll elaborate later.
Don't say like Nick's feet smell or something like that.
I mean,
driving order, like run order, in
Oh,
terms
okay.
of who drives where in the
'cause
tandem train.
There's a lot of you.
We have a lot of debate
Yeah.
on that.
wouldn't you just run like a toge style where if that person's spun, just get in the back?
I mean,
ooh, we should do that.
We
then you
try.
just- That's a
We
good
try
idea.
to like think it out a lot. And my opinion is like just do whatever, you know. But we think it out a lot, and then
We're working on it.
It's a big ordeal. We're working on it.
Alex
But
is
that's my thing.
Alex is humble. He's like the most consistent driver on our team, and he hates being up front, but he needs to be up front.
It makes me so nervous.
well, and it's boring.
yeah.
Yeah. So
I feel bad for him, but at the same time,
You need him there.
the thing is, you have
Indeed.
to all get to the point where you're not worried about someone's skill.
Yeah.
And since you all have the same car, so does anyone have a weird engine?
Riley's don't seem to last.
But you all have the
That's
stock
weird.
engine.
We're not going there.
stock
Okay.
turbo. Stock.
So you literally have the most consistent, the
Yeah.
potential to have the most consistent team at it. Pretty much anyone that
Yeah.
I know of. So
What about suspension? Are you guys kind of all running like angle kits and stuff? And
Yeah, we're all
Yeah,
cutting
we're pretty
up
Kind of
similar.
all over the place, if we're being honest.
tire size all over the place?
Tire
pretty much
size is
kind
about the
of.
same.
I feel like there's
Diff
a small
differentials?
window there. Like
diffs have a little bit of difference.
Yeah, a little bit of
Some of us
difference.
run Torsen. I used to run a Torsen. Some of us run weldeds.
Okay.
So-
The diff, the tire size, and the engines. I think that would be the most important thing.
Yeah.
I think the biggest
Obviously alignment,
variable
but-
amongst us is the engines, to be honest, because like
Yeah.
you have like
3
people that are
NA
making
guys.
like double the power of Nick,
because you have turbos.
right?
Okay.
Yeah.
So
The
there's
turbo
definitely
life.
a variable there, but as far as like setup, I mean,
Yeah.
your car's a lot different than.
I feel like rationally you'd want those NA ones in the front.
So once
Naturally
you
naturally aspirated
Yeah.
ones
No,
in the,
the,
front.
the
In
naturally
theory.
aspirated
Control
does,
the pace.
it does all right. When I'm naturally
he's
aspirated,
NA, so.
and if I'm trying to keep up with Riley, I just run like slightly shallow angle, which doesn't look as cool, but it's very doable. And like you kind of like
but trying to get that perfect.
dive in just a little on the cut a little corner here and there.
But it's
Yeah.
gonna be
You'll
easier.
be all right.
It's gonna be easier for
Also-
someone with more
also
power.
with
yeah,
Riley's-
it would be easier.
When Riley knows I'm chasing him, he does a really good job at like holding a lot of angle. So then he's like smoking more tire. I'm
yeah, because he
slightly
wants
shallower.
you to get closer.
Yeah, we do a good job at
like chasing.
mitigate. I love chasing. I'm like aiming for your door. I mean,
I've driven with Justin with his turbo setup though, and I feel like I can keep up with him no problem. NA at least
feel
on
like
most tracks. Like some tracks, you'd start walking away from me in certain parts, but it just depends.
Our team is almost split up in half as far as like you have like Alex and Justin who are like very consistent. They're not going to be doing like anything too crazy, and then you have like us three who are like a little bit more reckless,
Okay.
a little bit
Yeah.
more
The
like
driving style is different.
Yeah.
yeah.
Mm.
And trying to figure out the balance. And again, that goes back to what he was saying as far as talking about the run order, where you can still make it work and also like be tight on each other and not everybody like.
There's this debate with every. I mean, I feel like everyone knows this. Every third car in a tandem train does not have a line. You have to compensate somehow because, like,
Is that true, Frankie? I'm.
I could
I
be
barely
wrong.
have any.
the
tandem
line
train.
is the car in front of you sometimes.
Yeah, I mean, it's all dependent on the person in front of you. So the person
Yeah.
that's leading
has to run the widest,
has to be the
Yeah.
best driver, honestly.
the widest,
Yeah.
and look at this.
I always hear that about Mahon. I don't know about other tracks, but that's where I heard of that
Like each
third
other's
line.
line.
The first car needs to like. You don't want to put your best driver up there, but like unfortunately you kind of have to because if he needs to pick the best line.
Wouldn't you want best driver in 2 spot? To
right?
set the rest
well,
of the.
no, I would say near
See,
the rear.
this is how it goes
But-
every time.
You really do need the best driver up front to set the line right.
I would want the
mean,
most consistent one, which sounds like it's you, Alex.
I think it really just
I mean,
I don't know.
I never really tandem like often with 5 cars. Like
It's
definitely a
something that's
handful of
really
times.
hard to figure out, and I feel like you need to
It's scary.
you need
You
to
gotta-
sort it out. Like you need to practice and just
You just gotta play
figure
around.
it out. You know?
We'll do private days and just like make it a point to go out with each other and just we'll change up orders and we'll do whatever and we'll
mean-
figure out what works for us. Like I know who I like chasing more than others, and we kind of just figure it all out and we drift amongst switch
other.
it all up all day long.
I mean, the only time this actually matters is a competition.
yeah.
But
Right.
you're working towards being consistent enough to be decent
like-
at a competition.
Like, do you guys want to be able to just wherever you are, just be like, yo, we're just gonna do a 5-car tandem and it's gonna be
yes.
sick.
I think it's exciting to be on each other's doors, and I want to be working towards that. And yes, that applies to competitions, but also like I don't think it's going to be that fun for everybody to have a lap where we just didn't. Yeah, it was clean and we didn't hit each other, but like it's not that exciting at a certain point when you're all just like spaced out or have it. your
Yeah,
own-
no. If you could land a really tight 5-car tandem,
I mean that's
with-
what
with
that's what
5
everybody's
Miatas,
out here for,
I
you
think,
know.
I think
it would look good.
I think that's important what you guys are doing, though it might seem like you guys are just arguing all the time. That's you're
it's
kind of
not.
just
It's all love.
There
yeah,
was a
it's all
team-
love.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
it's but you're familiarizing everybody together at the same time.
and you should just rotate while you're just practicing this. You should just rotate people.
Yeah, like
out
if
of
you
the lead.
spin, boom,
Like,
go to the back.
a
guy
good
in the
idea.
back goes to the front.
Kinda
and
like
then he
that.
moves.
Eventually, you hit a point where you're going
actually-
to just be.
we actually
Tried to do that at final bout, and I hit Justin.
Straight up like rear-ended him, not like
Not
we
like
were
a tap.
drifting.
Kinda
like,
hard.
No, like
Right now, the-
like we were on
Grid.
66, like
I
a
like
highway,
that.
and
I
boom,
was
like
gonna-
like in traffic type shit.
Yeah,
I just want
Justin.
to be in front of Riley though. So
I-
I'm mad.
Alex at final bout spun in front of me, and I was like freshly paint car and just nose and nose. But
Yeah, he broke my fucking corner light.
Don't spin out in front of me.
Still mad about
Oh
that.
shit!
but-
Here we go.
so
Don't make me come up there.
driver position is one. Give us another issue.
I would say just having as many people. I'm sure there are teams with more drivers, but for us and like being new to like being on a team relatively, it's like just being on the same page as far as like when you're driving events, being ready to drive events.
Yeah.
broken cars and like figuring all that out. I feel like that's like a frustration, like I think any team would have to deal with. So.
Yeah, I agree, especially with the age gap. Like Alex and I, we're still in school. Damn. Yeah, we're still in college.
Yeah, they got the low budget.
Yeah,
Yeah, we're low
Riley's
budget
already
heroes.
got a cane to like walk and shit.
Oh yeah.
I got 2 kids.
I'm just kidding. I'm gonna turn 30 soon. Like I'm trying to get these out.
You know what I'm thinking? I'm like teams that have a lot of drivers, like the teams that have a lot of drivers that go to final bout. I'm not even really thinking about 5. I'm thinking more than 5. Every time I see those teams and they all go out for the comp, I'm like, what are you doing? Like you don't have to do this.
Did you see Rough Break this year
at
Final Bout?
East?
No, the main one.
East is the only one that I
The
was
main
able to
one.
really see.
They were like 8 cars, eight car team, all out, all killing it. Like
Imagine-
it was
So it is
insane
possible.
to watch. It was insane to watch.
Because
They-
like in my head, that's not even possible. I'm like, how are you going to make that line work? You know what I mean? But I guess if you can do it, cool.
Rely on the person in front of you to run a good line.
and they were all in different cars. Like none of them had the same car.
Yeah, but that doesn't always work because
it can.
it gets
if
smaller.
if you dial it back, like I'm a very like aggressive driver, a little bit reckless. But if I just dial it back and I'm like, all right, I'm gonna focus on following, know where the line's at.
But you can't go door to door because if you all go door to door, it's gonna.
It's not. It doesn't give you
the
enough.
line
room.
is getting eaten.
No, not necessarily.
It
I-
doesn't give you enough room to transition.
Well, we hug up when we need to. We
Yeah.
get a little distance, and then I need a little bit with the Torsen NA. I need to get more clutch kicks in.
Some of you will have to back away from the door and get more on the quarter panel. That would
And
be the
that
that would be the
happens.
key.
That's we do that.
That's what it feels like. I was actually telling them the last event we were at for tandem nights. I was like, I'm so frustrated. Like the closest I'm getting is like
The back
on your
wheel.
rear wheel.
Yeah.
but
And
that's
I'm-
probably where you have to be. Unfortunately, the
I
guy
mean-
in the back can make it look good.
I think
but
an important part is like how you initiate too. That first line, if you and Hector at Club Loose, we had a private day there, and he told me if you fuck up that first corner, which is the entry,
yeah,
one of the most exciting parts of drifting, obviously, you fuck that up, and the rest of your line
yeah.
is messed up. I feel like then a whole thing is like a game of catch up.
It's a nightmare, man. With a lot of cars, 3 cars is my preferred thing. I would say. 'Cause-
At the same time, each track is different. So you had Spirit in Richmond that you had a specific line, and there was not a whole lot of wiggle room. You had to be in the certain, like he made boxes and everything. Like you had to be in a certain area, and that was really good practice, right? Then you go to like Shenandoah where you have the entire
Yeah.
fucking bank.
I hate that.
And then you're like squashing out like too far. You got to come down. There's where the track where it goes down and then hits the flat part. There's like a dip, and you hit hard.
That's a good point because
There's-
at like Vibes and stuff, which is a circle track
Probably a
up
mess.
in Erie, it's you could do like they could
Any
send
line.
everyone at the same time,
Yeah, any
and there's
line.
no problem.
I feel like that.
but does
makes
it even look good?
Yeah, it doesn't. It looks like
But at a track like Spirit or something
demolition
that's
derby.
tight,
Yeah.
The thing that does look good is when it's like 36 cars on track at once and you're just it's like so loud. You've never
So
heard
much smoke.
anything that loud before. It's so smoky. Like
yeah,
you
yeah.
can't see shit. It's at night. Everyone's got their strobes and their
I would be
underglow on
so
and stuff.
scared.
I'd
Yeah.
be freaking out.
I'd be like,
It's so good.
And you're just like, what the fuck is going
Yeah,
on?
and the whole time you're like, don't fuck up, because there's like 15 cars
Yeah.
behind you, and
Yeah.
if you spin out, you're like,
Vibes is a pretty easy layout though. Where
yeah, they make it easy. They do make it easy.
so they're still doing the events, right? Every year.
Yeah, Damien,
Oh,
I think, runs it. Car Shop Kyoshi guys.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, you need to have them on.
Yeah, we probably will. Yeah.
They're good
for sure.
guys.
Evergreen does a thing at their spot at Drums PA. Has it's called quote unquote party line, and like literally if you're in that line, it's like a self liability waiver.
Oh yeah, that's
Yeah.
that's
you're
what
like
it is.
you're like you're there, you're going.
the line all the way on the left. You
That's-
go
that's
like
the one.
this. This is the
Yo,
signal.
Yeah.
you're
Everyone
going, you're
goes.
going.
And I do it every time I get in that
We'll
line.
be like
You won't find me
20,
in that
20
line.
cars in there.
Yeah, and you also drive. You don't drive crazy. You don't do anything new.
Yeah.
You do what you know. You run a good line. You stay away from the guy in front of you. You try your best to get away from the guy behind you a little bit, and you just keep a good distance and just be respectful of others, and
Yeah.
you'll be fine.
It's
Yeah.
not to get door to door because you
Yeah.
can't have
Right.
20 cars on each other's
You're not
door.
trying to do that.
Yeah,
and it's
yeah.
also
you
not that like level of excitement. I think.
Yeah,
that
it's
you
like a
get
camaraderie thing.
from like a final bout type of event or something where it's
Oh, I mean-
it's more.
I mean, I'm excited
Serious,
because
you know?
you're doing a hairpin and there's like Corvettes that are in front of you that are now like passing you.
Oh yeah,
And,
yeah.
wah-bah, wah-bah.
Yeah.
And like you got a Corvette, I got Corvettes or the LS swap Z4s up my ass. I'm just trying to like
The little Miata.
stock me out on knuckles.
Oh yeah, dude, that track I had to put that shit in first gear on one of the hairpins.
Hell
It
yeah,
is
I've heard
so
about that
slow.
Miata first gear shit.
Oh yeah, it's
thing?
real.
That's a thing, man.
You got to drop it down to first, then shift back to second.
Yeah.
Like,
That's
Third to
that's,
first.
Hell
yeah.
yeah.
That's
crazy. And a non-turbo Miata.
yeah. That's what I love about
to
Miata is that you got to
first
wrestle
gear is
them. You got to
fucking
wrestle them so
crazy.
hard.
The synchro is
So is that
you,
like a
you
common-
gotta work for
Is
it.
that a common thing you've seen on a lot of tracks? The first gear drift.
I personally don't do first gear
Not a
drift.
ton
No.
of
That's
tracks,
horrible.
no.
I personally
The
don't.
only
It
time I was getting down
depends.
into first was on vibes.
Yeah.
But also my motor was hurt, so
Was it like a moment where you were like, you're like, oh fuck, I gotta go to first.
I felt so bad for everybody behind me. I'm like, oh my god.
You're
I'm
like
sorry.
because you're in the moment.
I left
right?
that shit in
then
second,
you're
and I'm
just
like, wow, and the car's not going anywhere, and you're like, what do I do? You just have to put that bitch in first.
well, I guess I'm going to first.
It's that old 3.9. That's why.
Oh yeah,
You have
it's-
4.7 now, so
Yes,
that's a
yes.
different
I
story.
have a new diff now. So
Is
it's
it
a
a Kia,
little
a
different.
Kia diff?
High as hell.
It's a Kia diff.
Kia
Yes.
Sportage. 01,
Sportage.
right?
Wait, what?
Yes.
The front diff too.
The
not
front
rear
diff out of a
The
Kia
actual pumpkin
Sportage.
of it?
The,
or
the
like the
whole
ring,
diff,
just the
the whole
ring.
diff is the same. The carrier's almost the same, but the ring gear and the whole
pinion.
inside of the diff is all the same.
What is a Sportage? Is it an SUV?
It's
Fuck
SUV,
yes,
yeah.
mom
It's
hauler.
like a RAV4 for Kia.
And it's supposed to be like a off-road 4x4 car. So,
What
you
year
know,
Kia
Yeah, no.
Sportage is it?
97.
to 01,
Damn, the
right?
dangerous one.
Yeah.
You
As-
see one of those?
No.
You know exactly what that
I
thing
bought
looks
a
like,
whole
right?
diff
You
for
do.
one of those bitches for
Because
like
there's
$300
some
off
stories.
eBay.
is
Shipped
it
straight to my
It's the
door.
mom who's in the left lane doing
Incredible.
the fucking speed limit. When I clearly have to go home and use the restroom.
Okay.
Fucking terrible. And they're always like white. They're always not
Wait,
the
what?
car is white.
Oh, okay,
white.
I was
okay.
about to say, man, you're outnumbered, man. Come on.
Nah.
That's probably the one.
That is the one.
Oh,
It's got
yeah.
a fuzzy steering wheel cover. Dude,
Absolutely.
Yeah,
All right, Justin, what's your team grievances?
no. Team grievance.
Oh, I to be honest, my main mentality is just not giving a fuck and having fun.
That's what's up.
That's good. You need that guy. You need that guy in
I'm
your
not
group.
I'm not very competitive,
I want the real answer.
but what happens is I get to the track and I'm socializing and I'm like, yo, there's my boy I haven't seen in like, you know, however many months, and like I'm taking my time with like putting my tires on, and everyone on my team's like, yo, we gotta get the fuck on track. What are you doing? It's been 2 hours, dog.
So you're just chilling.
Yeah, and I'm like, you guys are stressing me out.
You know
That's
why?
the Outback
You know why?
Steakhouse.
Because you're from the West Coast.
Yeah.
West Coast
That's
J.
why they come up and scream. I'm like, if you want me to get on track faster, help. Like, put a wheel on or something. Like, don't.
That's funny.
So, yeah,
West
I'm
Coast.
kind of the same way.
West
I just like to
Coast
chill.
J.
I don't like to really.
yeah. I just like.
At the
You're
track?
stressing, dude, the whole time.
Yeah, I'm stressing about the booth.
Oh,
and
true.
then not
Oh,
driving.
your business. Yeah.
Yeah.
True.
Yeah. Like, to me, some people don't like spectating. Like, I like spectating.
I'm definitely
just,
one of those people that doesn't like it.
you know,
I just wanna drive.
Like a lot of people.
to events if I'm not driving.
Because I always
That-
find
it
something
makes me
to
feel
do.
bad.
Like if I didn't have anything to do at the event while I was spectating, I would get bored of it. But like chances are I know like 3 or 4 people in the pits. I
Yeah,
can
yeah,
like
yeah.
help them out with their shit. I can take video. I love when people get hyped on video. So like to me, the whole aura and experience of a drift event is more important to me than the actual driving.
Oh.
And when I drive, I want to do as best I can and make it as exciting as I can, but I don't want to miss out on that aura
Yeah, yeah.
by being stressed to like be out on track all the time.
No,
So-
yeah, and I think I can totally relate to that because, like at Drifters
Well, you
of
got
December,
to, you got to spectate.
I had that was the first time I've spectated in a while where I went to an event I didn't drive,
Yeah.
and I went there, and one thing that I wanted to do was I do like taking pictures, not too great at it, but I was like, fuck it, I'm gonna take pictures the whole event and walk around and enjoy myself, and like that's literally what I did, and I had a great time.
Yeah.
Met mad people. Daryl went out there, killed it, and like
Got to fix the truck.
I had to fix the truck. We're all freaking out because we didn't touch this thing and it died when we got there. And then
What would happen if you didn't go to that event? What would he have done?
I don't know.
He would have
live-
just fixed his truck.
I live 45 minutes.
He
from that
probably
track.
wouldn't have had a break
because
because Carl
I'd have
looked.
flat told you all the way to my house.
like the thing is like the community, everyone there was just so kind. I wouldn't be surprised if somebody there. That's how Daryl is too. We're all like, we've all made friends in like terrible situations like that. It's awful to say, but we have.
Yeah.
Somebody, hey man, what's going on? Like, oh dude, I'm fucked. I need a fucking tap and die set. Oh dude, I got one.
Yeah.
The other thing about me, just for context, is like I got my Miata in 2011,
It's his first car.
first car, and from the minute I got it, I wanted to drift it.
That's the car you still have now.
Yeah, that was the first car I ever bought.
Damn,
This is my Miata in
Wow.
2011.
respect.
And,
Frankie can respect that as well.
Knock on wood.
Yeah, I like keeping them. I don't like.
Yeah,
I think
I don't like changing cars.
I think I've bought 2 or 3 cars in my whole life.
you only change it when you
That's
flip
dope.
So,
Yeah.
but
Can't be sentimental about cars.
yeah,
we got
Just the
I have
Miata.
some rust on my IS 300, and I was like, Riley, what do you think about this? And he's like, just get a new chassis.
it. Yeah. I mean, sometimes.
No, dude, no.
Sometimes.
No.
No, not
Sometimes, if it's bad.
So, but anyways, I got this Miata in 2011. I wanted to drift it from day one, and like I got it in California, so I'm like doing stuff with an open diff on like canyon roads and almost flying off cliffs, like where it was
Oh,
like
you did?
it was like too sketchy. Like
Yeah, that sounds like you're gonna die.
I don't think I ever told you. I did that almost in an NC in my grandpa's NC in El Paso, Texas, almost off a cliff. I like
Yeah.
tank slappered it. Like I
Yeah.
was 16 years old. I was.
Yeah. And so I had to put, like, basically, I didn't have the funds and different stuff was sketchy enough. And whatever situation I was in was limiting me from drifting to the point that I think my first actual event was in 2018. So from 2011 to 2018, I was just spectating. That's all I was doing.
And street drifting.
And trying to street drift with an
Yeah.
open diff and to varying degrees of
So
success.
you didn't even weld the diff until.
I didn't know anyone. Like no one I grew up with was into cars. It was just me. And I had
Where from California? Or you were in the Pacific Northwest? Where were
no. I grew up in Southern California, like right
okay.
outside of LA, in a town called Pasadena. So I had friends who were into cars, but no one was into drifting. And drifting was still like not as big as it is now in 2011. So
Yeah,
it was.
definitely wasn't. How old are you again?
I'm 28.
28. So you were pretty young.
Yeah, I was like 17.
Yeah.
Or something. So, it was you had to know people to
Yeah.
to really drift. Like you didn't.
In 2011, yeah.
Yeah, you didn't really. You couldn't just like go to an event. Like even finding information about an event was super hard. Like,
Yeah.
so, it was like a good while that I was just like trying to figure out how to even drift
Mm-hmm.
and not being able to drift. That I was spectating. And I think I got kind of used to like enjoying that
Yeah,
and
yeah,
figuring
yeah.
out how to enjoy that.
Yeah, I
before
guess-
I actually got in a car.
I spectated for like a year. So I guess that's the difference, yeah. Because if you were doing it for like 10 years or something, then it becomes normal.
Yeah. So, and the big reason was, so I went to college in Chicago, and I wanted to bring my Miata out to college, but my parents convinced me that it wouldn't be a good idea because of the salt on the roads out there
Yeah.
and stuff.
I mean, it would, yeah.
Yeah. And so I just didn't have a car in Chicago for 3 years.
Yeah.
And my Miata was like back home in California while I was going through school.
Damn, you might have been on Proceed by now.
Yeah, I go watch their stuff, which was super fun. But I mean, it was a little bit of a regret. I'm glad that it didn't get salted out and shit. But
Yeah.
like,
Definitely bad up there with snow.
yeah. But like 3 years of like not being able to do anything with that was kind of a setback in a way.
It made you want to drive more, though. Probably.
Definitely, yeah.
Well, Carl left. Yeah, he's the one that runs the show.
He went to go grab a beer. That's why.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where's our beer?
What about you, Ian?
What? Our
Oh,
grievances?
yeah, you're up.
Like, so like, oh, so like grievances. Dang, I want to say when we're not complete as a team, we have this consistency. Yeah, we have this thing where so Riley made this joke where 5 points makes a star, 4 we're squares.
Okay.
So I mean, like I said from before, we're all in different stages of our lives. So sometimes like we can't make events. Like I didn't.
But like, is that Is that really a bad thing? Because then it's easier to tandem.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I mean, like it's more fun when there's more people.
Definitely more fun.
I like having more people because like eating food, I like eating with others.
Okay.
Yeah, like it's a party
I
thing.
get what you're saying.
Yeah, and with drifting, you have fun.
I think I'm too rational with the way I'd be like, oh, he can't make it today? All right, that's one less person for me to total my car with. You know what I mean? Like something like that. But I
So-
get what you're saying.
I hear you've been driving a while.
Well, I haven't been driving for 3 years, but yes. It's been a minute.
What's your take on like? So I really enjoy driving with like one person, like just being up on them.
Yeah, that's the best way to do it.
Right. Do you think that can translate into team skill?
Yeah, so I was going to actually talk about this before. Because we were talking about Final Bout. We were talking about basically 5-car tandems and whatnot. No, I'm good. And in my mind, I'm like, well, if I was going to a competition, I just wouldn't. I would just be like, okay, you guys are not. We're just going to do 3 people.
Yeah.
But that's because I'm thinking rationally. But I know if someone makes a huge trip up to, Wisconsin,
They want to drive.
they want to drive the competition, and this. So if that's the situation, then fine. But if someone did want to sit out, that wasn't the peak driver, then I would be like, yeah, dude, why not? But I just getting the vibes from you guys already. It seems like you all want to drive.
Yeah, we
and
love
you
driving.
You want to make it happen with 5 cars. So, but what are you getting at? Like splitting up.
Yeah, like days where I feel like I find a very good synergy with when I'm driving with Nick.
Okay.
Like I've never been closer to anybody. Like people are hitting his quarters.
Yeah.
And I'm like, how can this practice translate into a team getting better? Like, is there a way to translate that into driving better as a team?
Well, if everyone agrees that you and him drive,
I don't like driving behind him in a tandem.
Really?
Yeah. I like driving him one-on-one.
Who, me?
Yeah.
You don't like driving me in a
I like
tandem?
driving with you one-on-one.
What the hell?
5 people?
Talking shit about each other.
No.
right here.
Come
on, man.
That's my boy. He knows it. I've said it to his face.
why? Because of the way he follows someone else.
He's very reckless.
Okay. Yeah.
Maybe I could benefit from dialing it back.
So
But that's
you
not
want
like my
him behind you?
I think it's
he's
completely
gonna hit me.
separate.
He's gonna hit me.
I think
Dude,
twin
they're gonna
drift
fight
and
right
team
here.
tandem totally separate skill sets. Like
Yeah,
they
for
don't.
sure.
Speak up.
I'm gonna hit him like Frederick Osbo.
Twin drift. So just 2 cars is I think totally separate from team tandem because in twin drift it's more predictable. You as a chase driver can focus specifically on what the lead driver is doing.
But it's good though because you guys are comfortable with each other. So if you ever, are in a situation where someone's not there, then you guys run and then
Yeah.
whatever. I mean, you got 5, so it's not even, but
Yeah.
it's whatever.
That's how normal competitions are run too.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you look at like any drift competition, over in Japan or here, it's all twin drift. But if you want to do a team, consistency, even spacing, predictability, so like not throwing crazy angle, not doing a bunch of wild stuff on the track, but just running a nice, smooth,
Again,
predictable line
the wild
is
card.
way more important.
Man, I can do it. It's just hard.
Yeah,
It's
you have to
boring. I
drive
get
way
bored.
more boring
Yeah.
with a big group of people
But
in order to
consistent.
make it look good as a team.
I think the goal
Frankie,
is to
I
be
can
able
do
to
it.
do crazy
It's
shit
boring.
amongst a lot
You got to
of
do it though when you're with the team.
I do, and I do. When I need to, I do.
I don't know.
Do I?
I feel like a lot of the inspiration that I get, and maybe probably Ian too, is from a lot of the like A86 teams.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
Team Mouse.
Yamanashi.
Team Mouse. They're
Okay.
5-man
Yeah, Team
8-6
Mouse.
group.
Yeah.
so
That's
lot of
like
inspo.
what I aspire to.
That's
be,
a
you know?
good.
Yeah.
That's a good thought process.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
a big
You
fan
guys.
of the Run Free guys and also
Yeah.
Ueo.
Yes.
What's his name with the Hibino?
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, big fan. I love low horsepower drifting because
Yeah.
you got to work
That's-
for it.
I love working for it.
So that's what you got to study.
That's
all
an
those
example
guys.
right there of okay, the things you named earlier, Justin. Proximity, even spacing, right? They're not on top of each other. No. But it looks beautiful because it's all uniform.
Yeah, they're all on the same angle. They're all on the same line. They're all going pretty fast,
Yeah.
which is,
I mean, they're giving it. Oh, they go. That's it.
yeah, clutch kicking, just pedal to the floor,
Yeah.
ringing it out because it's low power.
You pretty much got to change how you drive.
Yeah.
I like
absolutely.
the recklessness with like low horsepower with like in cars like.
I mean,
The violent clutch kick.
you have to be beating the shit out of your Miata to get it to do what you need to
Yeah,
do.
yeah.
Especially under stock horsepower, I'm throwing all kinds of different steering variations. I'm clutch kicking the shit out of it.
Yeah.
I'm I have to click first
Well,
sometimes.
you're also NA.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, I mean,
know,
you got to
got
beat the
turbo.
shit out of your. You have
Yeah.
to drive so hard, and I feel like, for me, if I want to put my car where it needs to be, then sometimes I got to do some reckless shit.
That's fine. I understand what you're saying.
The hard part I'm trying to wrap my head around right here is that the Miata is a 1.8, right? When I think
That's
The best motors.
or
1.6.
1.6.
the 1.8 is the big
1.6.
block.
This
1.6 is the
you
best
struck
motor.
a
big block. Stop.
But in the world of S chassis, you have the KA, and the KA is a 2.4. And to be honest, it's got some mid range compared to
It's got torque though.
yeah. Well, because
Right.
it's out of a pickup.
Chris Hernandez pulled on me in the
I,
infield of.
I see what you're getting at here.
It's
And
you
there's-
gotta fucking
Oh, yeah, definitely.
It's the same
and then
way.
you're like, ooh, there it is.
Yeah.
Like,
Well, you guys are still learning. Like you got to figure out where you're gonna put everyone. You know.
Yeah,
agree.
exactly.
what are you guys' plans for this year? What's plans for Roadstar this year?
We are applying to Final Bout Special Stage East. We're gonna apply to Vibes, and I want to do tandem nights because it was just so much fun, and it's like less than 2 hours from my house.
Now what is that?
What is I
Tandem
never heard
nights?
that.
Imagine like Vibes at like a slightly smaller scale, more localized.
I think they're doing.
have
I think
five
they're doing
plus.
bigger
Where is
things.
it?
They're
Where is
doing.
it?
They're putting more effort in the vibes. No
Yeah,
disrespect
I
to
agree.
vibes, but like I feel like they're taking a lot more effort to like make it. You ever watch that one like Netflix show where
The drifting in it?
yeah, like they have like.
I
Just
heard
they're
the fire.
doing too much extra stuff.
Yeah,
The pyros.
They're
When
doing,
T-Pain's
they're doing
car
that
got
at this
fucked?
event, but like,
Oh, really?
yeah, yeah.
Is that the part? Is that the place?
No.
When T-Pain's
That's a
car got
different show.
boogied
That's a whole
on.
different. That's a whole different show.
Wait, so
Oh,
like
okay.
Tandem
Channel.
Nights.
Oh, is it? Oh, okay.
Tandem Nights is where?
Uh,
It's in
Shenandoah.
Okay.
It's run by Pop Style and Danger Zone.
It feels
Okay.
like what vibes probably
Was,
was initially when they
yeah.
were at first at Shenandoah.
I'm gonna say one thing. I need to drive Club Loose in 2023.
Hell yeah, that's what's up.
Yes, sir.
Where's that noise?
Well,
There you go.
we originally, I conversed with Frankie, and I was like, we should do a private day or something. Or didn't we talk about
Yeah,
that?
we were trying to do it.
But it was like getting colder. My
fucking
car is
winter,
a
man.
hunk of shit still.
Yeah.
I mean, clearly Frankie's car isn't mobile right now, and then all
of
of
ours
you
are too.
guys.
We all would have had to drive our Miatas up here.
Yeah.
And that was another question I had: is are they all street? Do you guys all drive
yeah,
along the
a
street?
street.
We're legal.
I don't.
Yes,
own
sir.
a-
Absolutely.
I don't. truck and
Absolutely, that's
trailer.
fire.
Virginia.
Street car
I
first.
live inside of the DC Beltway. There's no way I have room for a truck and trailer.
Oh, yeah.
No way.
Dude, move out
But
west.
in a Miata, you're scooting. you're right by traffic.
So does that mean you live inside DC?
No,
Is that
no.
completely
So,
different?
so where I live, back in you're a history guy. Back
Yeah.
in like, I want to say the 1800s, it was part of DC, and then Virginia took the land back.
Yeah.
And
And it
so-
stayed that way?
And so it became Virginia again, and it was a whole thing around the Civil War,
Yeah.
like a
oh
political
my
thing.
fucking god, Frankie loves this
Arlington.
shit.
Arlington was DC, right?
Yeah,
Wow, I did not know that.
Yeah, no, Frankie loves facts. Like,
So they-
he loves that shit.
Wow, that's weird. I gotta look that.
yeah. It was a big South-North thing. Like the South really wanted it.
That was where the Civil War really started.
And Alexandria was a super important like port city and stuff.
yeah.
And so
Well,
they,
isn't that the, where was the place that it?
yeah, Port City.
Port City.
And so the South wanted to control it, so Virginia, which was part of the South, took it back
Yeah.
Man, I didn't know
from
that.
DC. So yeah,
You got a history guy.
If you
But
want to make it
that's
easy, Frankie, just Google Maps like Dulles Airport, and that's a generalization
I
of where we
landed
all-
there. I think the other day.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the other day.
Other day, what the fuck?
Dude, I
was
see
going to
you since
Cali. I was
last
going to
week.
Cali.
Oh, that's right.
Oh yeah.
If you're ever at Dulles Airport area, to hit
I
us
should have
up.
hit you guys up.
Dude, we'll take you to some good restaurants.
Literally like 15
Oh, man.
minutes.
Paid $80 for an Uber.
I
Whoops.
see the planes coming in.
No, dude, I'll pick you up, dude.
day.
$80 for the Uber shit.
Yeah, I got screwed, but sorry.
$80 for an Uber? Suck my ass. for
You want to hear
$80?
the story? I'll tell you the story right now.
All right. Actually, pro tip: if you land in probably any of the DC area airports, so I live 15 minutes from Reagan. Uber's trying to charge me $90
Yeah.
to ride 15 minutes home.
The helicopter Uber.
So
Get on the metro, ride one stop
Fuck.
down, and it's like
I didn't have a
15
choice.
bucks.
I was going to miss a flight. But what are the airports down there? What's the one closest to DC?
The closest one to
Reagan.
DC is DCA, Ronald Reagan.
Reagan.
And we got Dulles, which is more like Northern Virginia.
Yeah.
Like 20, 30 minutes away from.
It's like
Yeah.
30 minutes
Okay.
west.
So those
30
were the
minutes
two
west.
I was at.
Yeah.
You're
I
a
landed.
plane-
I landed at the one in DC, or wherever, like the Reagan one. I was like, oh, I got like 3 hours. I'll be all right. So I go to DC. I venture around, and then I'm like, all right, I got to get
Mistake.
back to the airport. I look down.
It
My
does.
connecting flight is another airport.
Yep.
I was like, what the?
Was it? Wait, was it
fuck?
That's
BW?
what a connect means, Frankie.
No, they usually are at
Nah.
the same airport.
And they probably didn't have a metro to that airport at that
It
point.
didn't matter. I needed to get there in 45 minutes.
Yeah, so you ain't do that on
wait,
Metro.
Would you make
Yeah.
it?
Oh,
I
get
did
it.
not make it. I watched the plane back away from the gate. But she gave me another flight 2 hour or 3. I think I had to wait there for 3 hours for free. So I was
Frank-
like, I'm not gonna say anything.
Frank, are you the plane guy?
Like flying planes?
No, like who likes planes?
I like planes. I do. I'm trying to become a pilot. Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
What? You're trying to get like your private license and
Dude.
shit?
Yeah.
Dude, that was my dream growing up.
Yeah. That
Like fuck
made
all
me-
the cars. I want to
yeah.
be in the Air Force and fly jets.
Yeah.
I'll take you to if you're ever in Virginia. I'll take you to the what is that Uvar Hazy
Air and
Aerospace
Space
Museum. They got a SR-71 Blackbird. They
I
got
would
a-
definitely.
They have the
Didn't you
Enola.
go there when you were in DC?
No, I
The
didn't.
Oh, I
Enola
went there.
Gay.
It was beautiful.
The
You
Enola
will
Gay
love it.
dropped nukes on I think
Wait, it's
Nagasaki. Yeah. They got a
The
they got a
Concorde, they got a whole bunch
they have a
of stuff.
Concorde. They
I've
have
never
a
seen Frankie
they
so
have a
that
space
plane
shuttle.
is-
Space shuttle.
I didn't even know that plane was still in one piece.
Yeah.
No, it is. They have a screen because people were spitting on it. They have like a big screen. You can't,
front of it, yeah.
and it's like up in the
Japanese
air.
people.
It's on jet. I mean,
It had to be, right?
I mean, yeah.
Why
that-
would people be spitting on it?
that plane killed a lot of people?
Yeah. So did the Japanese, though.
Yeah, they have a lot of cool stuff there.
That's
Yeah.
the shit.
The
Frank.
original
Fucking
707.
Look at him.
Hey, man.
That's the big ass one, the French one, or no?
The French.
Talk
Oh,
to
that's
your-
the Concorde.
Talk to your great-great-grandparents.
My great great grandpa probably farmed rice. So
Mine too,
probably. Yeah, Ian's grandpa too. They're
My-
probably buddies.
my
Yeah, but they probably got invaded, too.
Huh?
They got invaded by Japan, probably.
That's all right. We killed Magellan. Now we got GPSs.
Got GPS, Jollibee. What's up?
Yeah. Like,
DC was cool, though. I liked it.
I knew you were gonna like DC.
It was an awesome.
Let
time
us
for
know
me.
when you're there next time. I'll literally take off work. I'll do a little tour or something.
Yeah, yeah.
They actually have a lot of good Asian restaurants in that area.
Yeah, I did not
There's
get
a
to like eat
huge
anything.
Korean population. Huge Korean population.
Korean barbecue, where you cook it in front
You
of
gotta
you.
get the
Yeah,
dump.
no, that's what. That's
So
what
are you guys all from that area or no?
No, Alex and I, we're from the Centerville area. We call it Koreatown because there's a lot of Koreans who live there. So if you want Korean barbecue, there's like 5 Korean barbecue places.
Like 5 minutes from our house.
yeah.
But is it, so you guys live in a different
I
area
live a,
than
I live a
We're
minute
all,
away from
we're
him.
all within 15 minutes. Besides Justin,
Yeah, Justin's the
who's
farthest.
20, 30 minutes. But we're all like in
Oh,
a general
God.
area.
30 minutes. Oh no.
Yeah,
So-
yeah,
so
yeah.
we're all
pretty close to
I'm
each other.
15 minutes from his shop.
Yeah, which is
Perfect. So
Middle ground.
That's pretty
Yeah.
good though that you're all that close to each
We're all
other.
pretty close.
Yeah, when we need to like swap tires around or like do a part delivery or something, or somebody needs help with something, it's like a 20-minute drive.
Yeah, that's
I
no
probably
problem.
see all these guys every week. Like
Yeah.
every single one of them
I
every
s-
week.
I see these guys.
We
once
have
a
the
week.
S chassis meet too.
That's what's up.
Yeah, we have S
every
You
week.
you guys have
Oh,
S
really?
chassis.
And we're-
meets. I
we're-
see them
we're-
on.
we're seeing
What
a
does
lot of
this
these
mean?
page.
What does this mean?
It's all drift cars
It's more
or
like-
right-hand drive
It's more
cars.
Miatas than S chassis, to be honest. Yeah, a lot
It's just
A lot of Miatas. It's all drift cars, and we don't call. Okay, not we. I don't run it, but the people who run it said it was an S chassis meet to create some sort of exclusivity. Because if you
Yeah,
call it
yeah.
the drift meet, that sends the wrong message.
And then you got
And-
takeover kids there.
Yeah, so there's
they
been
have that
takeover
down
kids
there?
that have showed up and like started to do a burnout, and like people just like rush their car and trying to skull fuck them. I'm serious. I'm not Chris Burke, dude. Like
Chris
pe-
Burke.
There was one kid that did a 370.
fuck you.
The cops, the cops chill on the other side of the parking lot
some
and just
Virginia
like
shit, man.
they just watch, bro.
Yeah, there's some pretty good self-policing there. Like we try to keep
Self-
it.
Mike-
Mike,
We try to keep it very like
Calm.
respectful. Bring your car, hang out with people.
Is there like
chat.
some food to get when
Yeah,
you
yeah.
We used
Sometimes
to
we'll-
do that. We used to Korean barbecue
there's-
over in the garage spots.
in the
Summer
parking lot.
exam-
Sometimes
Like
we'll
an
bring a
RC
grill
track.
and like grill out Korean barbecue there. Our friend Pablito sometimes brings a little pop-up booth with old like rare Japanese shit.
What
that
is
he
the
wants to
name of
sell.
the? Is just S chassis meet?
Just S chassis.
Yeah.
I believe it's in Chantilly.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I see the posts. I see
It's
the
a,
Yeah.
it's a if you know you know type event. It's not like a
Okay.
takeover. Everyone's Snapchatting the location.
how's the takeover shit down there? Is it wild?
Justin's a
and
s-
shit?
I've
Does
never
it
been
go
to one.
on over
We,
there?
we cannot speak to it. We have no idea.
Good.
I don't
didn't
know
take
about
you guys as
that.
that,
I'm
you know?
sure
It
that it's
happens in
not
Woodbridge.
good.
Hood
Yes.
Bridge. Hood
There
Bridge.
was one night. All right, so I live next to a business park. There was one night. It's like 11 o'clock. I'm trying to go to sleep.
Oh, prime time takeover hour.
I fucking hear some Mopar engines.
Oh god.
Not the
Justin's in bed, tucked in,
not
you
the
just hear,
39% APR.
I'm like, oh hell no, not in my business park. This ain't happening.
He said, don't blow my spot.
So you got up, you grabbed the shotgun, you went down.
Yeah, fuck yeah, dude. I walked over there. I don't want to drive a car. I was
Virginia.
not gonna be driving around that shit.
You're so West Coast, dude. You
Yeah.
walked.
yeah, I walked.
Hell no.
Yeah.
It's really close.
It's close.
It's
Okay.
really close.
Yeah,
it
we
was
can
like
walk
it was like
there.
a 10-minute walk.
And there was a takeover.
Yeah, there was a takeover. They were doing donuts and everything, and I was like,
And what'd you do?
"You guys got to get the fuck out of here."
Oh
What'd
yeah,
you do?
Yeah,
Call.
you
I-
dadded
would
them
you
up.
call-
You dadded them up.
You dadded them up.
Yep.
I
Wow.
call. Yeah, I ratted them out.
All right. Hey man, if you're ratting takeovers, that's
man,
fine. That's
stop
fine.
taking-
There, there's a
takeovers.
challenger.
Now I'm
not a
scared
Blue
they're
Miata,
gonna.
though. There's no Blue Miatas doing it at all, ever.
Yes.
Never seen a Blue Miata. All scat packs.
Yeah.
No, it is I feel like it happens a lot in this area. A lot.
Oh yeah. Well, there's two main groups up here.
Yeah, down the road, like in Patterson. And,
I follow them on
stuff.
Instagram. I'm sorry.
Paramus.
Which one?
Name the
Send?
two. The other
Send,
one.
Rip Streets.
Full Send, New Jersey.
Yeah.
Yeah, I follow them, and I
That's
just
some
watch people
zoo
get.
activity on that.
It's
bitch.
funny watching people get hit by cars, like and like
It is
knocked
funny.
into a pit of fire, and then you're watching on their story the same fucking event. And they're like, "Yo, it's so sick." It's one dude like linking one corner, and then like he straightens into a crowd, like it takes
It's
no.
called bowling, dude.
I can't watch that shit. It's too depressing.
I
can't watch people get.
There's
smacked.
there's one I
That
follow.
much.
There's one I follow called
Selection
"Get
at
Back or
its
Get Smacked."
That's the OG.
I follow one called "Get Back or Get Smacked," and it's literally only people getting hit, and it's
Wait,
so
you write
fucking
that
funny.
down?
Jesus.
There's like this other one called Max Sauce, where they're all dipping through New York freeways, and they would
we know.
Yeah.
yeah,
Hey,
and they would chant Max Sauce.
We actually
Max
saw one
Sauce."
last night.
No,
Oh,
no.
when
When
I
we
took-
went to Connecticut, we did not fucking see one.
Yeah, we
That was
did.
just
That
some
was
guy who was
him.
rushing.
Oh my
Dude,
god!
he almost killed everyone.
No,
Yeah,
I
that was you.
No, that was
Did he
not
hit
me.
something?
No,
Oh, okay.
no.
So-
But
He could have.
He could've.
It was like it was watching one of those videos.
Something like that happened to me. I was driving my cruiser. I was going to get some coils or some shit from Baltimore area. It was like inner loop of the Beltway, northwest side.
Maryland, dude.
And this,
Yes.
as
Yeah.
soon as you cross into the Maryland border, I get like
Lawless.
a 1998
It's scary
like
over there.
Hyundai Sonata blow my fucking doors off my Land Cruiser. I felt the wind like poof poof. Like I was like, what the
Bro, Maryland is a lawless place.
Yeah.
Okay,
Okay.
I will state that now.
I agree. As soon as you cross
Is
the
it?
Maryland,
Lawless. It's a
I haven't
lawless
taken in
land.
Maryland before.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Indian Head Highway.
Riley's got. never
Isn't
mind.
isn't H2O down there?
Oh
yeah, and it's flawless there.
H2O's in Maryland.
Yeah, that's why. That's why the
Was
cops hate
in
everyone now.
Maryland.
Nah,
Yeah.
but it was.
Riley can't drive through Maryland. I gotta
Why?
drive.
They
Why?
changed the laws. I didn't pay a couple H2O tickets.
Yeah,
All right, I had a
yeah.
warrant.
Now you have a warrant.
Not anymore. They changed the laws.
Bring him,
Nick,
boys.
can you
Bring him in.
drive?
Bring him in. We got him right here.
I used to have Nick drive me to go like pick up parts.
Oh yeah.
It wasn't helpful. I was doing
Damn,
90
you're
miles
hood.
away.
Wasn't that your
I was like,
anxiety
I'm not getting pulled
for?
over driving.
Wasn't that your anxiety for the first Vibes event that we did?
Yeah, yeah.
You're like, I can't drive to
I
Maryland.
need someone to trail it.
Did you make Julius?
good now, we're good
Did
now.
Julius drive?
Julius did 100. Okay, I don't
Oh, we're not talking about that. I'm gonna fuck Julius up for that.
Love you, dog. Hope you're listening to this.
Well, Maryland's a wild place. I did not know that.
I didn't know that
As-
either.
as soon
I
as-
thought it was
absolutely.
pretty.
I would have thought DC
Absolutely
would be a
wild.
bad
As,
area.
as soon as you cross the state
I mean,
border,
DC is
you're
pretty-
right.
Like enforcement there.
yeah.
You hit the
Nope.
American Legion Bridge, and all of a sudden, people are driving different.
I have a theory that the closer you are to a major city, like the closer you are to like the center of downtown, the more you can just get away with on the road.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Because
I agree.
yeah, the cops don't care about whether you're
Yeah.
in one lane or another, whether you stopped or not. Like
Yeah.
they just care if you've
You should
crashed into
see-
something. Yeah,
You should see New York City. People riding around motorcycles, no helmets.
Yeah.
Like it's normal.
yeah.
is
Like
normal.
they
Derek.
they live out in the suburbs and they get more hassling from the cops than I do.
Yeah.
So
I had something to bring up. You guys are a COVID team.
COVID team.
You came together in 2020.
How do you know that?
Why the fuck
You
did you
said
call it?
2020.
Are you Nardwar?
You said
You're a
April
COVID
2020.
Here's your platinum album.
That's an interesting title, but I'll take it.
Yeah,
COVID team.
Any team put together in 2020.
There's
That's a
COVID
team.
babies
Okay,
and COVID
yeah.
team.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess so.
So does that have anything to do with the team? Do you remember anything specific because of that?
No.
Was it hard to get?
It was-
everything done?
I mean, everyththing sucked. You know, like it was
You
everything
guys
was
are
kind of
settle
shitty.
people? Does anybody here play Sims?
I feel like during
Yeah, Alex and I-
COVID,
Alex
at
and
least
I.
around where we lived, like a lot of stuff stopped as far as stores, but like all the drift events were still happening.
It's all,
Seriously,
it's all outside.
Like,
It's all outside.
like,
yeah.
like
Was it
in
still
Rich,
happening?
Richmond was still going
They didn't
on.
give a fuck.
Do you, Frank, you consider it the South, right?
Summit
Technically,
Point,
yes.
it
Souther
is
than you,
the
I
Sou-
guess.
yeah.
It's
Well,
not that South.
It's-
You go down
it
to
is
Georgia,
the South.
go down to North Carolina or Georgia, and it's that South.
That
I
Mason
don't go
Dixon
down
line.
there. They
though.
got
By
the
the time
they
you
got the
get to
squatted
Richmond,
trucks
you're in
and
the
shit
South.
down there.
The Mason Dixon line. That's all I'm
kinda
thinking
like
about.
that.
It's
Yeah.
scary.
Kinda
I don't
cool.
blame
No,
you.
no.
So,
Like DC is on the verge. You can still get shrimp and grits in DC, and
But
it's really
DC
good.
is. Yeah.
I guess that's a. Is that?
You're not.
What
You're
it
not
takes?
the deep South.
No.
No.
By
What
the
the
time you
fuck?
get to Richmond, Virginia, that feels like you're in the
Yeah.
South.
No, I would just refer to it as the South because of the Civil War.
They got more
Yeah.
Bojangles down there.
But that's the only thing.
Bojangles, Holy fuck.
But yeah, I figure more people down there probably didn't care as much about as COVID as they did up here.
And
So it was
also-
like the end of the world.
Sorry, I didn't mean to.
the way I would describe it to some like family members is that like, look, it's like the happy medium. It's like common sense stuff. Like you at the time you wear a mask when you're in like a store or a restaurant, or like restaurants were takeout only. But then you go to like an outdoor event. You can go golfing.
Yeah.
You can go to the track where it's all outdoors. It was like Virginia. I feel like did a really good job at like middle of the map, common sense. Like let's not overdo it.
They
you
didn't
know?
close all the businesses down.
No.
That's good.
yeah, not all of them.
Everyone was like takeout only. They were doing like in the streets they had the tables like,
they shut down
but like in a
streets.
booth. So as long as the inside was outside, it was fine.
Yeah. So, it's
So-
similar.
Yeah, it was like
similar to
common-
Well,
us.
not really though, because they
Public.
did shut down businesses for like
They did
a month or
but-
two.
But the restaurant
Or
thing,
three.
like
They did that down here still, but like it came back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
For your
I don't think
COVID,
it was like detrimental.
No, we had a good COVID time.
for your COVID,
Oh,
COVID
street
time.
drifting was. I will say there were no cops on the road for the beginning of 2020.
Yeah.
Like from March to maybe
Yeah.
like July. Like
Careful.
we could go
Careful.
street drifting whenever.
there was
Careful.
there was
No
a
one
point
would
in time
bother.
around
Careful.
here where
In
it was
Mexico,
like a
in
sweet
theory.
spot. Not drifting, but people who were. What I noticed
Allegedly, you guys did some good street drifting.
Allegedly.
Yeah, allegedly.
No, it's on-
We're
it was-
allegedly.
It was on a set of
Somebody-
Corsa. A set of Corsa.
Yeah.
in Juarez.
the one thing that I do have to say about the COVID thing was Shenandoah is
Yeah.
like probably we do a lot of private days there, especially during COVID because they weren't having sanctioned events.
Yeah, so they probably
So-
needed the private event.
Right. So we had so much driving just at Shenandoah.
And how far are you guys from that track?
Probably like 2 hours.
like an hour and 50 minutes.
That's not bad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's like us to E-Town and shit.
No.
Very.
It looks
doable.
like you're driving
That
in like
maybe.
Narnia.
Yeah,
Like
I
2
street- I
hours.
street-
I
street
street
drive
drive there.
Summit Point is
45 minutes,
closer.
right?
Summit Point's like 45 minutes.
Yeah, Summit
from
Point's like
most
a
of us.
under an
Oh,
hour
we need to
for
go
us.
there.
So you guys
That-
are close to one really good track.
That's that is
No,
the
that's like,
track
that's
in
like
our
6
area.
tracks.
Yeah.
Yes, yes.
There's
Love
like
it.
Oh, so,
There's
that's-
like
so
six,
would you
there's
consider
6 tracks there.
would you consider that your home track?
Personally, that's where I learned. So yes,
I want to go. I want to drive there.
In,
so
in my heart,
bad.
Shenandoah is my home track because that's where I learned.
The biggest
wanna agree
problem
with
with
Shenandoah.
Summit is
I did my first event.
It's
in
fast. It's very fast.
if you want a tandem, you have to have like a fire suit
mean-
and a cage
Oh,
and
yeah.
like and all
Wait,
kinds
yeah.
of shit. So
Not for final.
You have to have like
need a
an
cage.
FD cage.
not for final bout. So it's an insurance thing.
Y'all gotta watch. We're talking over each other right now.
Oh right.
I got too excited.
Yeah, it's an insurance thing. So final bout was able to convince the
Yeah.
track that if they paid the extra for insurance,
Okay.
they could do
So
cageless
usually
tandems
to tandem there, you have to have a fire suit and what else?
and a
Cage.
cage.
Okay.
Hans.
And you have to have
Hans device, yeah.
Hans. You have to have.
I don't think you need a Hans.
You need like a 4.0 GPA and a master's degree.
That's how. See, but that's how Club Loose is too. Well, not the fire suit, but
Or the
well,
master
Technically, yes.
Don't
but
you need AN fuel
yeah,
lines
don't you guys
too?
need and fuel? I
No,
have a-
just the
That's-
specific
that's
ones.
cool.
30 or 9
yeah,
is the rate.
yeah, because I have a cousin who's in Union, and he's like, "Yeah, E-Town, you got to have all this, and
It's
that."
the
I'm like,
cage. That's the thing.
Okay,
And now
alright.
the Hans device or a head restraint.
yeah, because in Virginia we don't do run groups. We don't have like Group A or Group B.
Oh,
we have
okay.
open class basically.
Unless
the
it's-
track
unless
is
it's
hot
Washington.
or the track is cold. Is how
I
is how we
fuck
do
with that
things.
though.
Now, do you
Yeah.
find that?
At Spirit, there were run groups. We would split it up and for different hot
but
lap
for like
groups.
Drift
but
Nirvana,
Which
or,
one do you
like-
prefer?
I honestly prefer groups because I feel like you get more seat time when there's only a certain amount of people on the track.
agree.
But
Depends on
Yeah.
the track too.
it does depend on the track.
Drift Nirvana does hot lapping on Washington Circuit, which is where y'all were stranded, and you can just drive until your arms fall off. As long as you're not
Literally.
But if you're not caged, they're gonna get pissed if you're too close.
Okay. Yeah. Well, we have to.
It's a gray-
Yeah, we have the cage cars anyway over here for
Washington.
tandems.
All Miatas have to have roll bars where we live.
Yeah. No, that's normal. That's
I'm gonna
pretty
put
normal.
door bars
Except
in.
Shenandoah.
Oh, really? Yeah. Well, like I said,
Eh.
they don't give a fuck.
Washington.
No, this.
Daryl ran like 7 laps. I'm over here. I'm like taking videos. I'm like,
You
how
guys
many
know
more
each other?
fucking
No?
laps?
Cool.
If you rent out Shenandoah for a private day, no one's there.
You could commit
You're the
murder.
only
What
one there.
hell's tech?
Shenandoah. Oh, the oval
Shenandoah
one.
Speedway.
The
If you
secret-
if you rent it out, no one from Shenandoah Speedway is there.
And as long as you bury the
secrets.
body before. Oh, never mind.
It's just you.
You get away with
Well,
anything
no,
out
I'm
there.
there's
not
still-
going there with Frankie.
They're still illegal. You got to sign a form. It's a waiver.
I was able to take a sight lap with my 1-year-old daughter.
Yeah.
Come on.
Hey,
Nobody was on track. I wasn't drifting.
Okay. All
I'm gonna
right.
go there and drift
It's just like-
for you.
parade lap.
Yeah, parade lap. Parade lap.
All right.
It's very relaxed.
It's very relaxed.
It's
That's-
relaxed.
yeah.
I remember that one time where it was my Honda Fit, right? And then I was like, Alex, I need to record all these people drifting. Yeah, so I ratchet
Sequoia was
strapped
a camera
myself
car
in the,
too.
Yeah. So
I was hanging out the back of that. No.
you were
Ian
driving.
was.
This is
Ian was.
That didn't
Wait,
happen.
wait,
It was
oh,
just
okay.
Nothing happened.
All right.
This is all allegedly.
That's a good idea.
That was-
Allegedly,
we were thinking about
Ian
doing it,
was
it never
hanging out the
happened.
back of something.
No, that didn't happen. That was a fever dream. Yes. Any other tracks down there by you guys, or is that pretty much those two?
There's
are the-
VMP, which I personally have never been to.
I've never
Justin's
been.
driven there. That's Southern Virginia. They have South Boston, and they have
They've got Langley over in Virginia Beach.
Langley.
And then
Isn't that where the FBI is?
yeah.
no.
Right? CIA? CIA. Okay.
Wait,
what do you-
are any of these tracks
Langley?
technical? I want like a technical track.
CIA's headquarters are in Langley.
Yeah.
I think the most technical would probably be at Summit. Yeah, like
where I'm going.
Washington or something
Summit?
like that.
I'll be there.
Summit seems the best.
Summit
You got
breeds
6 tracks.
Yeah.
It's
Summit
like
breeds FD drivers there.
you also have Panthera, which is like the.
Whoa.
That's like, I know. I'm saying.
You're
No, go
I'm
for it.
not,
Go for
I'm
it. I
not,
want
I'm
to hear
not
it.
saying what's right or wrong. I'm just saying what's
It's a
close
cool
to
track.
us.
Yeah, no.
Okay.
Here's the thing. I have
I'm
I
also
have a
here
couple
to
friends.
clear something up.
Okay,
Yeah,
go,
let's
go,
hear
go.
it.
Panthera and Seneca Circuit, same track.
thing.
Same track.
Yep.
Yeah.
So before Panthera was Panthera, another guy ran it and was calling it Seneca Circuit.
Okay.
But the name of the facility when it was government training and all that was Panthera.
No, the
and then he kind of took their name and used it for the drifting organization.
Right.
Okay.
That was part of their agreement.
I'm gonna willfully admit it is a cool looking track.
It definitely is.
It's the moral thing that I can't
Right.
really get over, and according to a couple friends of mine who have been there, Cole from Island Slide or whatever he's doing, and Trevor, another friend of mine, went there and they ran it. They said it's ran smooth, you know. Yeah. But I just can't get over the other thing.
yeah.
the elephant in the
I mean,
room.
he does run good events. It's just once you get
It's just-
robbed, then it's
It's a
not
track
good
that
anymore.
it's like speed up, huck it.
yeah.
Spirit-
I mean,
that's
everyone
what I like.
everyone liked the Spirit events.
Spirit
more-
Richmond was so wholesome. That's where I did a lot of growing. That's where
That's
I learned
what
how to
sucked,
drive with
yeah.
these guys.
Like-
That's where I met these guys.
Yeah.
So for the sheer fact of like, if we're looking at an event standpoint, it was a great run event. He had the clippings marked. He had the outer zones marked.
Yeah.
He gave
Food
a
trucks.
good like progression vibe.
trucks.
Food
Oh
trucks.
yeah, it seemed like a really
I mean,
a really
and he had
well
run
done.
groups.
Also-
Like he had kind of like Club Blues does ABC. He did like intermediate, advanced,
Yeah.
beginner. I mean, I learned there. I put my car on a wall there.
The community there was like
That's what
unmatched,
sucks
in
is
my
that
opinion.
you guys were the one who kind of suffered from that.
And also, the one thing that I feel like a lot of people don't recognize is a lot of the people, at least that we know that are driving there, had gotten
Screwed?
They had bought memberships and they're just trying to get their money back at a certain point. And a lot of people that are driving with them, I'm not saying everybody that's going down there, but a lot of people that are going down with them are buying spots off of the people who own it that already are out of money and they're just recouping money.
Oh.
So
They're
it's not
paying-
like you're paying this organization. You're paying that guy
they're
back
doing
that's
that.
out of.
They're doing that personally, or is the organization trying to make it right?
Both.
We don't know if we're being honest.
Personally, right?
I mean, there's a lot of words that
Like
have
gray area.
been exchanged from the organization trying to convey they're trying to make it right. I don't think
I've seen those posts.
yeah,
before,
I don't think that
before I was blocked.
the people I know who got taken up in that situation, I don't think they feel that it's been made right yet.
Yeah, that's what it seemed like. Okay, and you guys don't know anyone or personally know anyone? That,
We do.
We do.
oh, you do.
Yeah,
We're just less is more in this.
Yeah.
You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
I mean,
Yeah, no,
it seems like you guys miss the vibe and people more than the actual.
Correct. And the track, dude.
Yeah, the track's
everyone
it.
says, "Oh, it's a parking lot."
And you always have people hinting that they're going to be taking over the Richmond
U.S. Air,
spot. Yeah.
or not U.S. Air. I'm sorry, I did that twice tonight.
Drift.
U.S. Drift.
Somebody.
put on their story like the Richmond.
So hopefully someone, even if it's not there, like if someone can just recreate, like the biggest thing is like a tight circuit track with like walls that it's not all cones. Like
Yeah, I mean, I think a lot of people would go
Here's
to
the
that
thing,
track.
like,
if they-
okay.
if they started.
I
again
feel like
with a
that
different
place.
organization.
That place forced you to be a better driver. Like
Yeah.
you couldn't just leave there and do the same shit you were doing last time. Like you had to, like you did something different and you learned from it. And
Yeah.
it was really like it pushed the drivers in our area so much. Like the talent we see around us is crazy.
Yeah, I've only
And
heard good
that
things.
event was
From Josh DeLees, every time he would go down there, he'd be like, "There's some fucking killer drivers down there."
Here's the thing is yeah, it is a skid pad and there it's just gonna take that one person to kind of unite everybody. Bro, I want that to be me.
It wasn't just a skid pad. It was like a giant ass parking lot with like walls, and you had to put your car.
I know what people
Yeah,
want.
the entry
food
was like-
trucks.
the entry
fat
was-
entry.
And the entry was
concrete
60
barriers on both sides coming down
Shit
the
you
street.
could hit and break your car on. Fear. Clipping points on the ground.
There's nothing that got me hyped
B course
like
is
that
shit.
entry did.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
in a stock power Miata, entering at like 55, 60 miles an hour
Double
in third
clutch
gear.
kicking.
There's another Miata down there who was killing. Drives good with Josh.
Probably
Jack.
Jack.
Yeah.
Jack's the local legend.
Is he?
Yeah.
I never met him either.
I've
was, like,
only
part
heard
of-
amazing things.
Y'all gotta have Sabotage.
I met
on.
him at Final Bout.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know if
I think he has an S13 now. Does he have an S13
Yeah,
now?
it's a hat trick.
He is
He
younger than
shreds
I
the hatch.
am, and he is
I'm gonna add him to the
a
list.
incredible driver. That whole team, Sabotage.
Is he from that
Full of
area as
incredible
well?
drivers.
Was he one of the people that were affected?
They're from Norfolk, Virginia Beach.
Okay.
Frankie, put Jack and Tyler as Team Sabotage, and I think they got Albert on there too. Was it a
There's
350Z?
4 of them. Yeah, they have an Instagram page.
Yeah.
Jack and Tyler, like,
There's Josh too.
Frankie, I'm telling you, man. We about to buy a plot of land and make a drift track. I'm gonna
You know
call
what?
it Frankie
don't,
Land.
don't try to sell me a membership.
I'm selling memberships, half price. Venmo me.
Just hit the IKEA, bro.
Hey yo. No, that's shit, man. If my car was whole, I'd say we could go hit some spots, but man, it's just not.
Yeah.
You guys,
Yeah, we got the Sequoia.
Let's go swing the Sequoia.
No,
We
dude,
got
I want
two Sequoia tandems.
So no, I want to. Dude, I still might be down, but I would have loved to take you guys off roading down in the Pine Barrens because I saw that you brought your Sequoia, and
If I bring my Land Cruiser up here on a different day, you wanna do
we're
it?
we're going, and Frankie's gonna bring the Chevy out.
I'll do it.
the Chevy.
No, we're
What do
not.
you have?
After
Pine
riding a-
Barrens? I'll definitely bring it
No,
on,
we're
yeah.
not bringing that thing in there. You're
Yeah.
gonna.
I've never been off
You're gonna
roading.
write that
this
thing off.
sounds
I'll
like
bring
a
it there.
great
And
time.
I'll bring a dirt bike too.
Alex, I'll take you up to the
Motorized-
flagpole.
If you got motorized
Perfect.
vehicle, that's a place to bring it. Like I'd love a little pit.
We need to bring Jimmy.
Can you bring Gatsby?
Yeah,
What is that? Like a?
that's my dog.
Oh yeah.
he runs the Roadstar account.
Yeah, he runs the Roadstar account. He's our manager.
So who came up with the whole like look of the team?
the name and shit. Like I
Because
like
the cars
whole
look pretty
thing.
like
They look legit.
they look good.
Gray
together.
area.
I gotta shout out EJ. So EJ McCauley
Yeah.
did look spec.
Oh, so he's the one that did the vinyl. And
Did
everything?
my livery originally.
Okay.
And then because we're lazy, we decided to just put it on all the cars.
Well, it looks good.
Which he was cool with.
Wait, so you did the same one for all the cars?
Yeah, so it's it's different.
are different.
Different logos,
Colors.
different colors, and you got creative, Riley, with some of the placement. So not all your stuff is in the same place as everyone else,
That's cool.
but essentially it's the same template.
Yeah.
We kind of copy
We were
pasted.
out of time.
Yeah, give me 3 of them.
I think it looks good.
Yeah. Solid,
and the body,
solid design.
like the body kits and everything, it looks pretty good. I mean, some things aren't like exact match, but they shouldn't be exactly.
We were out of time, but it worked.
We're
I like
we're
the individuality.
And the colors too, they look
I
good
don't.
together.
I don't want to be matched. I don't
Yeah,
want. I don't
no.
run the PS. I don't want to run the PS2 skit. I want to run the KBD. I want to be different. I feel like it's so copy paste.
The
I
thing
mean,
is, the
it
KBD
looks,
is kind of the same.
it
right?
looks good. Sorta. It
Sorta.
looks good. It looks good. Don't get
Yeah,
me
it
wrong,
does.
but I don't. I want to be different. That was like no
the
top.
one thing that unites us all is the Miata. Other than that,
Yeah.
I think everyone's trying to do their own thing. But I think this year we may try to switch it up with the liveries a little bit.
Is this KBD?
Yeah. Riley's is KBD and Alex's is KBD.
The
And then mine is Deuce because I bought that from you, Frankie.
I
What I-
remember that.
check out the website.
I think the
Faction
big thing, the big thing that we want to do in the future is obviously have like whatever colors that we like. And personally, I feel like we should have like colors that we like, but that are still complementing.
Yes, that's the key.
And then have designs that we all like. Like Nick loves NASCAR. Like do like. I know it's not drift style,
Jeff
but like
Gordon.
do what like do what's like passionate to you,
Yeah.
but then have like something that ties all our cars in, like and make it like something that you can play with.
That's something
But
that I.
That's a
I
lot
think-
of work.
I feel like
too.
didn't we may have discussed this on a previous podcast, but it's like this picture right here. That's copy paste.
Like the same car.
It was really cool when this was taken. What was it, 2015?
Yeah.
To have all the same color, all the same kind of look, and
yeah,
then
I
right
hated
now
that. I hated that after that.
I think what I like about in our future, hopefully for faction, is that we all have different colors, but they're all kind of styled in the same way, not by choice or not by force.
Like-
It's like that's
yeah,
what
yeah.
we just wanted.
You have
to do.
something that like you
yeah.
can recognize that you're on a team, but it's still like
Big picture of Frankie's face on my rear windshield.
Okay.
There you go.
I don't know about all that.
That'd be fucking great.
I get Malcolm on mine.
Alex really,
In each other's faces.
Yeah.
Alex really wanted a black car. Like that was his like whole like. I'm getting a black car. I wanted
Black
a black
cars are
car.
nice.
yes,
I personally don't like black cars.
sucks to wash.
It sucks to wash. I'm too negligent with the care of a black paint job, and I'll be changing my color soon to try to. What?
what?
So good.
No, man, dude. Oh, taking care of it. It looks like my car looks like shit now.
It looks so good. You're crazy.
No.
Like,
Also,
I'm
a
going-
wheelchair.
The
So-
only reason my car's not black is because I'm too lazy to like get the body
All right,
straightened up.
you do black, and then I'll do the mac and cheese color.
Like
We doing
Just
that?
trade cars.
mac and cheese.
You got like
hungry.
fuck. I don't want a car with a crushed in floor.
You get a turbo car without power steering?
No,
That sounds good.
I don't want a 1.6.
What's realistically a Club Loose event that we can all convene once more? This is how this
East Coast
happened. We set
Bash.
this as
I
a short-term
wanna
goal,
do
and now you
East
guys
Coast
are here.
Bash.
East
so
Coast Bash.
let's-
But when is
East
that?
Coast Bash is gonna
usually?
be wet. Fuck.
That's good.
Is it
'cause
June?
my
Can
car-
you-
Oh, that's right. You guys are beyond of
Because that's gonna be
Is it still? When is that, Malcolm? When's Formula Drift and?
Why
East
don't-
Coast
That's
Bash?
June.
Why
Is it
don't you
June?
guys just do a private day invitational and just invite all your homies?
We could
Hopefully
do
It's
that.
something difficult.
Yeah.
I feel like that's something that's going to take some planning.
We might be able to do that too, though. So
I mean,
What are your
hopefully we're
plans
invited.
for this year?
the thing is,
Yeah,
you should
Frankie,
go. To,
what are
you
the
should
plans for this
Yeah,
year?
what are you guys doing for
you
2023?
should go to East Coast Bash no matter what. Anyway, plans. Well, the first plan is
What
my
are
car
they?
needs to run. So there's the first plan.
Can you tell them what I mentioned out there? I was trying to describe what was going in your car.
There's my turbo right there on the shelf.
Why is it on the shelf?
CDO6.
Not in the car.
Looks nice.
Yeah.
Looks like
That's
a turbo.
That's the new Gretty 20G or something like that. I think
That's
they call it.
sick.
Yeah, the RX series or whatever.
Yeah.
So that with their top mount manifold. I have a HKS 2.2 stroker I have to assemble, but it's pretty much the bottom end is done, so that's good.
Can we get it on record that it's going to be running this year?
Yeah, you can get it on record.
Can you give me like a rough date?
No, that I won't give you.
I remember last
This
year.
is
I
New
told
Year's
here. I
resolution.
told Josh East Coast Bash. So
What's East Coast Bash?
when June.
June?
All right.
East Coast Bash is like an event.
I
It's a
want it.
2-day.
I want it done a lot sooner than that, but
That's pretty cool.
You're running a business.
yeah,
So
it's
I met Josh once. I have a funny story about that.
okay.
So I met Josh. He was picking up some Aero down in Northern Virginia. Right before Final Bout, I had just gotten my car painted. It looked great, but I didn't have the stickers and shit on it.
Yeah.
And I was asking him because I run real wheels, but I have some spares that are not real wheels. And I was like, "Hey, Josh, hey, how does it go when you like, go through the judging part with like real wheels, but then like you're on track with like not real wheels?" He's like,
No one's gonna. Even
"I've never had not real wheels. And I was like, fuck, this is like the worst possible answer.
Yeah, no, I don't think anyone's gonna.
I was like, all right, man. and walk
Talking to
away.
Josh always motivates me in some sort of way. We have some really good conversations some days, and like,
I think final bout. I think people are. It's easy to confuse things with final bout, especially for you guys because Simba literally told you like, oh, what are you gonna do about that?
Paint your car.
So you're probably thinking like, oh fuck, we can't slip up. But it's like, first of all, they got a lot more lenient over the years. So that's the first thing. Second thing, I don't think they care about like spares and stuff like that. I really don't.
Yeah, well, now I
just
know
don't look
that.
ugly.
I didn't even
Yeah,
know they
exactly.
were doing.
Just make sure the team looks good. I mean,
I was on James.
So you went to the first final bout to
spectated the first
spectate,
one, yeah.
and then you drove the 2nd. And have you been to every one since then?
no, definitely not.
Like,
You popped my cherry at one
I've probably
Not like
missed
that.
like. Well, I've definitely not been to.
in the Miraview Hotel.
Hey, yo.
I definitely have not been to all the special stages, but I think I missed one final bout. The last final bout. Yeah,
Last
the last
year,
one.
yeah.
We missed.
but you were at
did.
the special
Justin
stage.
went to that one, right?
Yeah, I was at special stage East.
I already,
Yeah.
I already told my wife I'm going to the final bout, whether I'm driving it or not. I'll fly in.
I
Yeah,
suggest
I already
that.
told her
I,
it's worth
I
it,
no
also
matter what.
do.
Yeah.
That's where Frankie brought me.
Yeah.
It was-
Did you guys go to the last one or no?
I've been to every one of
So you've
them
been to
since Gallery.
Okay.
Spectating. Gallery was my first one I spectated. I wanted to spectate one when I lived in Wisconsin, and I just didn't make it happen.
Okay.
And then yeah, we drove special stage last year, which was the first one I've driven in.
Okay.
But how has it changed over the years? I'm curious on your perspective on that.
Changed. Well, my perspective is a lot more lenient, a lot less. But I don't know if it's them doing this or just different teams, like
masses.
teams not holding themselves to a high standard anymore. You know what I mean? And what I mean by that
do
is
you like that or do you not like that? Be honest.
I don't like that.
I guess I'd say I don't like that, right?
Makes it easier.
It makes
Yeah.
it,
If
but
it's
does it make
easy,
it like
everyone's
less
gonna do it. Makes it
less
look cool.
prestige event for you?
Exactly. Yeah. Like that's the thing. But at the same time, it's like I don't think everyone should be trying to go to final bout either. Like,
It's
for
very
those-
niche.
Yeah, for those people that are like, okay, I'm not talking about you guys and your Miata KBD,
Hey.
but I'm gonna use it as an example.
But you can do.
with people that are like, you know, because this is what I've seen forever, which since Final Bout started. Fucking go on Facebook, see a status. Yo, who wants to make a team so we can go to Final Bout?
Yeah.
Dude has unpainted KBD and like fucking broken doors and everything. I'm like, how about you just don't do that?
Yeah,
ever?
okay, we're not that bad.
No, I'm not talking about you guys at
We're
all.
not that bad.
I'm like, like, why are those people trying to? That's not who they are.
Yeah, there's a whole phenomenon I think that's popped up recently.
It's like
where
something where they want to
there-
strive for that.
There's a team formed for Final Bout.
Oh yeah, that's always a thing.
Like-
since it started.
Oh, really? Since it
No,
started?
no, not since it started, but the next year.
Yeah,
Probably.
I feel like the first couple were like teams that were just around
They were
already.
They were formed already.
Yeah,
But then the next year it started for sure.
Has the
already.
driving got any better? Like, you know, like
I would say
maybe
yes. I would say 100% yes.
That's the thing, though, is
Yeah.
like at the same time, as much as I agree with you, because I definitely agree with you, at the same time you have to look at it. 'Cause I don't want to sound biased, but like at the same time you want to look at it and be like, how else would you want a team to start? Like you want every team to start like at a barbecue?
I don't want them to start a team of random people that don't really know each other just because they want to go to one event.
Yeah, and this
That's
is why
what I
agree.
don't want.
Because
Like, I think
there's a
one of
different
the-
relationship that you can have.
one of the best parts of a team is when there's an authenticity to it.
Yeah,
like
you're
you
a
guys,
team.
like
These
you guys
people
live together, like
actually-
live near each other, like all that. Like that's
we
what's
all-
up.
we
yeah, you
hang
guys all
out.
hate each other. It's perfect.
Yeah, exactly.
Exactly.
No,
You want
no, but you
everyone
need
on the
that.
team to hate each
You need
other.
that. You
Yeah,
need
you
that.
need that.
Yeah.
And
We have a
and
really good dynamic.
We have a
Yeah.
we have a great dynamic. I mean, this guy's like the tuner, this guy's the body man, this guy's office duty daddy. he makes the videos and brings the vibe. I feel like I have like
you're
some
just
that
a
can't-
wild
you're
card. Nick.
tire
You're-
changer.
You're the
I'm your
wild
tire
card.
changer.
I'm the tire bitch.
Well, there's one problem.
Tire
No one
bitch.
was a cook, so there's the first problem.
Yeah, no one's a
you're
cook.
all
Nah,
starving.
Riley
We
can
all
cook.
kind of fulfill that role.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Picky.
Okay.
I make
okay.
a mean ramen.
Yeah, but no, I'm not talking about any teams like. I mean, you guys literally. I mean, you fooled me with the KBD. I saw you guys pull up. I was like, well, this is one of the best teams here for sure. It's just you guys.
Thanks, man.
Kid.
You know what it is? It's because
It's the execution.
well, yeah, it's,
We always talk
it's
about
obviously the execution,
Attention to
but
detail.
it's you have Miatas and you don't have another car in the group. That's the
You know
first
how
key.
big an IS would look in there?
Yeah, dude.
So we slide with a guy with an IS. He-
Unfortunately, if any of you want to give up on the Miata, you gotta go to another team.
You got to get E36.
That's the problem with my
You go from a Miata to an E36.
Or Corvette.
S13 coupe. I'm trying to drive that at some events, and they're like, "Nah, you
It's
should
just not. I mean, you can do it,
I mean,
whatever.
with-
That's not true. I've tandemed with him in his V8 S13, and it's not a problem.
You're just not gonna get the same.
You just can't drive with him. I
mean-
you follow him.
I mean, is it Roadstar if it's still a vert car like a S13 vert,
No, dude.
E36 vert?
No, dude.
An
Roadstar,
S13
Roadstar is
Vert.
Miatas.
Okay, let me.
the font is Roadster. Like,
Yeah, no, that's.
Yeah.
I love that. By the way, it's one of my. When I
hope
see you
the
guys'
Mazda
jackets.
I hope they don't come
Roadster.
after us for that. I'm always worried about that.
I mean, I'm not gonna
Hell
lie.
no, parody law, baby.
Not gonna lie. Like when I don't want to say I came up with a name, but there's like
You
this
did come up with a name, yeah.
They'll give you that.
I guess so. So
that props to you, man.
So there's this Miata like magazine in Japan. They call it Road and Stir.
Yeah.
So I was like,
Oh,
we're
okay.
Road Stars.
That's
So-
how a proper team name should be formed. Looked at something in Japan, you're like, oh yeah, we could.
I can't-
could
I
twist this
can't.
around a little bit.
Also, like Roadstar, like how they make like Hoonigan and like Jalopnik, you take two words and like combine them. So I think like Roadstar, like you're what is it called? Like you're an adjective. Is that
Yeah.
grammar?
No.
Okay.
We don't know.
Not an adjective. Adjective is a describing word.
Yeah, so you have like an adjective and a verb, and you put it together. So like if you're like a Roadstar,
Like
you're the star.
I find stuff that makes me feel like I'm like an imposter because like Excite, for instance, I came up
Yeah,
with
yeah,
that
yeah.
and I was like, this is cool. And then I'm looking through a Dory 10 Drift Tengoku magazine. I see on the side of someone's car, crazy performance Excite with like Excite all spelled out like I have it with like the two
but
exclamation marks and
something
stuff.
else though, right?
Yeah.
I mean, it.
I've seen the word excite multiple times in drifting.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, it pops up.
yeah,
I love that.
I wouldn't worry
I
about
like.
that.
I love.
but
I love you.
you really like embraced it. You know, you had the whole like first you had the plate. You know what I mean? And that was like that was
elite.
sick.
Yeah,
that
I
was
have to call you
sick
by
to
your
me.
Instagram
That's
handle.
elite.
Yeah, he had the Instagram handle and the plate, so I was like, okay, this guy's official. And then after that, he gets the deuce kit and the livery, and it's like
He was the
it's,
first.
It's a done deal.
He was
Like
the first in the team.
So what was
honestly.
the whole excite thing? Was that just something you came up with?
I accidentally, by the way, called you.
yeah, we all thought this was team
Yo,
excite.
I was so triggered. I was like, what
I
the
said
Yeah,
that.
we
I
gonna
said
find
that.
out.
I said that video to Frankie. I was like,
Yeah.
dude, we fucked up.
I'm driving my truck. I'm like, what the? God damn it, Justin!
if you want to get these guys riled up, just call the team Excite.
It's just Nick. It's just
Triggered.
No, I don't even know what it is, dude. It's like
Yes, you do, bro. Tell them
It-
about Custom House.
it's it's just
Oh.
it's just a bucket I put the shit I'm interested into. Like
Okay.
some stuff makes a little money, most of it just sinks all my money away and I never see it again. But so I have like Custom House Excite, which is sort of a livery design shop thing that I do in Blender, which is a 3D modeling engine.
Dude,
Okay.
Big
Frankie,
brain.
So I make
Frankie, I gotta stop you because he's talking about this like it's nothing,
I gotta see it.
but like at the end we'll discuss a little bit more. But literally, the shit you do is kind of impressive. He's doing like
Mind-boggling.
you're doing like renders and shit, and I'm like, what the fuck? When did you start doing this? He's like, yeah, it's a little hobby.
He just picked it up as a
It's a-
hobby.
it's a
Like,
little hobby,
he was
right?
like,
That's
yeah,
what he
I'm gonna
said.
just figure it
And
out.
I was like,
Didn't
bro,
it? Next
be
thing I know,
proud of
he's
that,
got
man.
liveries, like-
Not a lot of people can do that shit,
Didn't
man.
this start with Car X? Like,
yeah, I started with
yeah.
modding video games. So
Yeah.
it was
Oh, okay.
like GTA and
Oh,
Car
okay.
X and Assetto.
Oh, okay.
And so, yeah, and then from there it kind of grew into like, because I got a couple liveries designed and it was cool, but it was all in Photoshop. So it was all 2-dimensional. And then I was like, I think I could do this in 3D on Blender and like make it so it's a full like car you can see every angle of. So I just started trying to do that. And now I'm trying to make that into a thing. I'd love to, continue to, like work with people's cars. And I've done a couple of them. I have a queue now. So yeah, that's exciting.
You
And
sell
then,
stuff on the website
and
too.
then,
like
yeah, and then I have a
stickers.
little magazine / other knickknack shop because my closet got too full of shit I'm hoarding.
My boy's slinging magazines out of the trunk of his car. Is what he's doing. Puts it on the internet all of a sudden.
So
it's official.
yeah, that one's called well, I don't even know if I have a name for
Magazine
that yet.
Excite.
Those
Yeah,
ri-
yeah,
those,
yeah.
those risky Japanese.
Probably
magazines.
like auto culture excite or something.
The first night we went through and just took like all these pictures, and I brought home like 5 magazines. I'm like, babe, look. Tell my wife, I'm like, I had this magazine when I was a kid, and she's like, fuck.
yeah,
She's
yeah.
like,
How much
bought
was
these?
it?
Kind of sad.
I'm not saying.
But there's a bunch of them.
$10.
I'm super like, yeah. I have a hoarding problem with Battle magazine,
Okay.
so that's the stuff I probably won't get rid of. But I have a whole bunch of other shit that I'm
I
trying
see
to
some of
sell,
them
so-
on
Check
here.
out his website, Garage Excite.
Damn, you got Super
Instagram.
Street from July 2003.
Yeah, yeah. I brought some of them up, so
I bought a
you wanna
magazine.
Take a peruse.
Yeah, take a quick look through that.
Look at my products.
He had a magazine from like June 04 or 05 or something. When I was reading this magazine was on the shelf when I moved here with my parents from El Paso, Texas, and I read this in the car. Like this is what I was reading when I was like 13
Yeah.
or 12 or whatever
Yeah.
age. And like seeing it, I was like, what
The dream would be to have like a like JDM automotive antique shop.
Yeah, which
Like
I've
a-
seen
Wow,
before. They
that's in
exist.
Mitsua, dude.
An
They exist.
actual-
Auto Freak. You remember that place?
Yeah, you
like
could do it.
brick and mortar, you could walk through aisles of just
Yeah.
rare discontinued stuff and like
Can you get like a shop somewhere in Chantilly so I could like park my trailer there?
I was gonna
Wait,
say
wait,
if
so
you
what's-
if you
what's
find a
stopping
place
you
that has a
from it, though?
garage in the back that you could rent out to all these guys,
yeah,
Yo,
I need to do
that's
that.
the-
Yeah.
that
Don't
takes
rent
care
out
of
to
some of
me,
the
dude.
overhead.
That sounds like a
you know?
great idea, man. And
Yeah,
and
I need to do
personally, like I see the stuff that you're trying that you
We'll
sell.
make Up Garage USA type shit.
Except they're already
Excite
here. So.
Garage.
Down garage.
That's what we did
Down
when we originally started the shop, and it was not the business yet. A bunch of us split, or not split, but they would pay monthly into the rent, and then that way they could use everything in the shop. So it's that's one way of doing it.
What if
So
someone breaks something though?
Good question.
they fix it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Frankie, I think about doing what you're doing all the time. I work at Toyota as a tech, and I'm like so burnt out. And I'm thinking about all the side work I'm turning down. Like my neighbors need a rack and their
Yeah.
Forerunner, and it's like $500
Just
cash.
Just keep collecting those customers, and then maybe one day you can be like, oh,
and I'm just
well.
like, I feel like it's so close, but then I gotta like go buy equipment and like I gotta go run a shop.
Yeah.
And it's like all this like upfront money.
yeah.
Well, maybe we can talk about that later.
Yeah,
But-
well, I mean, it depends on how you do it. You know what I mean? Like,
I have the customer base,
that's good. I mean, that's the most important part.
100%,
So,
without a doubt.
But
Nine-
Frank, yeah, you set an example for so many people because like I think this shop is a rare breed. I mean, you don't do everything that the other shops do, but I think of you guys, I think of Toge Factory, I think of CoreWorks, and I think that's about all I can think of in terms
as far
of
as
like
specifically
specific
drifting.
like Nissan Japanese focused shops that do what you do and have like cool cars that they actually build and that you can see.
Yeah. Oh, I appreciate that, and it's been a slow road. So you know, it's
Now we know why, though. Like you're
Yeah.
very conservative with your business.
yeah. We've spoke
We've
about it a
clarified
bunch
that.
on here, but yeah, it was a very slow road. I only started doing this full time maybe 2 to 3 years ago.
What was your initial move when you were like, all right, I'm doing whatever I'm doing right now? You were a Nissan tech?
Yeah, I got
then-
fired. That was the
Oh,
move.
dude, I'm so
Yeah.
close to getting fired.
But here's the thing: I already set it up because I already had a shop split with 2 other people that we were
So did you?
sharing.
Was it this one?
Yeah.
So did you just like basically like find where a shop would be?
Well, me and
figure
one-
out what the rent was, split it amongst the homies, have a shop, and then once you got fired, you just started working out the shop full time, like side work.
Yes.
Like
Yeah.
you were doing the side work you'd be doing at Nissan. Now you're just doing it here. And like
Well,
you don't
I
get
was in parts,
catch
so
shit
I
for
wasn't
it.
doing much side work. But like back when Justin was here, he was working on most of the cars, so he would be doing some of his own stuff.
So
And
you're
then
more
once-
like
once
office duty daddy.
yeah, for sure.
Okay, all
Once I got fired from there, I was like, okay, then we gotta make this serious. So then me and Justin started working together. Then he got tired of it. He left, and at that point, then it was mine. So then I had to go hire people.
Okay. So
Yeah.
we've actually talked about this a little bit, Justin, Riley, and I, amongst each other in like a weird triangle.
Mm-hmm.
And
I mean, you could
We-
definitely
it's
get
not
a
that
we,
weird.
get
well,
a
but
shop.
like
for-
I think our
You're-
personalities are just so polarizing that we would end up. I value our friendship too much to have a shop where we're gonna start beefing.
I respect you, but I think you're overthinking it.
Yeah, I think you might be overthinking it.
On
Nah,
the record,
you are.
I can't work with Nick.
I'm gonna fight you, dog.
Here's the thing. You all need garage space or not? You don't.
We
all
do.
need it?
I don't.
100%.
I do
I
not.
100%.
Okay.
I do. I live in a townhome complex. I work on the parking lot.
Okay, so some of you need garage space.
I need garage space 100%. I got side work I got to turn down because I don't have the time, and my boss is on my
Okay,
ass.
so those 3 or however many, start looking for somewhere to work on your cars.
Yeah.
And you're gonna work on customer cars there on the
You
weekends.
want to do it, dog?
Dude, you know I'm down. You know I'm down. I think I brought this up first.
Oh, dude,
That's
anxiety
okay.
is
So
real.
that's the.
I gotta get 2 toolboxes.
So
for
that's
a
the
little while.
safest
Thing about it is
way
like it's still
to
showing.
start this. You have it lucky because if they leave,
have-
you already got customers in there, and now you got equipment in there.
Hey, can
You just buy them out of the equipment.
But
if they
Riley's
ever
not
leave.
gonna pay rent, but he's just gonna be
It's
there.
free real estate.
But you hear what I'm saying, right?
Yeah.
If shit hits the fan and they need to leave,
Buy it
hopefully you've
over.
already done side work to the point where
Yeah.
now you can just do it yourself.
Because right now, the amount I can do is like a very low percentage of what I can do.
Mm-hmm.
And what I do pays for my drifting, pays for my stupid
Yeah.
shit, a travel or whatever, my Hot Wheels habit. But the amount I could be bringing in, I think, I don't know how like, taxes and like running a
Yeah,
business
you're gonna have to
and
learn all that.
overhead. I actually just don't know how that works.
Yeah.
I just haven't experienced it yet. But I feel like I could bring home
But you have the,
as much, if not more, than what I'm doing now at Toyota.
yes and no. A lot of mechanics think that, but then they don't think about what he just said.
Overhead.
With overhead, accounting, keeping track of the books, doing
I'm dyslexic. I'm gonna fuck that book up.
yeah. You know what I mean? Like that's what they don't think about.
Help.
But having
Get this man
friends,
away from the books.
having friends is the key, and you have that, so you should take advantage of it.
My
Well,
wife.
no,
my
you
wife
gotta-
is the financial manager of our household.
well, if she could probably do the books.
See, we got Excel, bitch.
Yeah.
And
We
if
got
you can-
Excel and Excite.
Yeah.
are we doing Roadstar Garage? Is that a?
Okay, now you're complicating it.
Oh, okay, I'm sorry.
Keep
I
it
got-
simple.
Now
Keep
you're
it
gonna
simple.
ruin friendships.
Yeah.
We're not gonna brand that thing.
Yeah.
We're just working there.
Oh,
I mean,
so
I'm
like,
just saying
shop.
you could.
I even
but-
thought of
Garage.
I even thought of like having a space where like we have homies in the drift community that like need extra parking for like their
There you go. You rent out some spaces.
rent
Now you
out
got
just
more,
like
more overhead.
you can
going
have a
on.
corner of the garage
Yep.
and
that's
you get
space,
a
that's money.
code or whatever and you rent out that space.
Yeah, but he's only one guy. He can only do so much.
Yeah.
He just needs his bay.
And you guys understand this because you're so close.
Mike.
Yeah. Sorry.
You guys understand this because you're so close to New York City. Like space is such a premium here.
Yeah. Here it's a nightmare.
Yeah.
Yeah, same with
Like,
where our area
it
is.
is
super
that.
That's
pop-
the most expensive part of my hobby, I would say. Like, is
That sucks,
if you add everything up and compare like what I've spent in gas, drift events, parts, all that stuff, and compare that to what I spend for rent for a townhome with a 1-car garage and a storage unit, the townhome with a 1-car garage and the storage
Dude, just
unit
move out
is
to
way more
Chantilly.
expensive.
Move out
Yeah,
to Chantilly.
way more
What you're
expensive.
paying in rent right now is like almost $1,000 more
He's
than
a
my mortgage.
city boy, man.
City boy.
You're paying more than my mortgage for a.
All right.
Sorry.
All right.
Bad
All right.
podcasting.
People don't want to hear that
We're
shit.
gonna do this later.
You'd
Move
be
out
surprised what they want to hear. Yeah.
Move out west.
West Coast J.
Move outside the Beltway, please.
Well, anyway, there. Keep that in mind
Yeah, we'll
because
talk.
that's
We'll talk.
a.
We'll
any
talk.
any closing notes? Because I am gonna
Well, I
round
think
us off.
we should
Do
go
you
to
have
the
any questions.
We should go to the questions.
Is there
from
anything
the-
that you wanted to share? This is your time. Let it out there. Be like,
I think
stop
ro-
buying hard tops.
I think Nick should get a hard top.
Nick
I
should
agree.
get a hard top.
I agree.
Shout out to my mom.
Fuck no.
Nick should get a hard
To the
top.
hard top.
Nick should take his top off. What?
Justin, you think he should get a hard top?
Nick, yeah.
he should get a hard top.
Y'all smoking dicks.
Nick, tell him you'll get one if they pay for it. Kindly.
If you buy me one,
There's that.
We're
Christmas
gonna 3D
gift.
print you
hey,
one.
listen.
what if we make
If
you
you
a mold?
if you buy me one, I'll unlatch it on the highway.
There's that
Wow.
Christmas gift.
Okay.
Right there. You all.
So we learned Nick is
Gift
ungrateful.
that doesn't keep it.
All right, we're gonna go to the questions.
What do we got? Did we get any?
Yeah, we got a few.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
Incredible.
Yeah, that was, we posted it right before this. So
Alan Kyle, what is the best engine for a Miata, and why is a 1.8
1.6.
1.6 Kings. Do not.
1.8 big
say
block
anything,
for
Nick.
life.
These people
1.6
always mess up
Kings.
what is the best engine for a Miata?
1.6
and why
from a
is
90?
a 1. I guess he meant why is it a 1.8?
The 1.8 is the best one. Riley just turboed his 1.8, and he's like, it's way faster than my 1.6.
Does
And
one of the
it's a 1.6.
does one of the other rev higher?
Quietly, it's not even tuned and it's faster than 1.6. But
Does one or the other rev higher than the other one?
I don't think one revs higher, but the 1.6 revs more freely.
That's the winner then.
Yeah, you're gonna.
But the
Pull 'em out,
1.6
put a
but the
13B in.
But the 1.8, the oil pan hangs below the subframe. You bang up oil pans if you're
okay.
low.
All right.
What's the whole long nose crank
And
shit?
and
Oh, okay.
the motors are like
Let
$100
Ian
versus
tell you
like
about
500
this.
to 1,000.
Okay.
You scrap that motor because of that.
Okay, so there's
Long nose
two-
crank. I want to know what the deal is.
There's
with
two
that.
variations to the 1.6s for the NAs. So from 90 to 91 and a half, those are called the short noses,
Mm-hmm.
and they were very notorious to the keyways. Well, fuck you, Nick. They're notorious for the keyways to wallow out, and then it would throw off your timing. And then if that keyway does wallow out, you need a new crank.
Yeah.
The only
Jay-Z
thing
suffered
that
from the same
holds
thing.
the crank pulley onto the crank is a bolt.
Yeah.
One bolt.
Yeah.
And if you over torque it, which a lot of people do, they'll be like, "Oh, the torque spec's like 63 foot-pounds. I'm just doing 100."
Yeah.
14 Ugga
Yeah, I just
Yeah.
go.
There's
Yeah,
like a
she's
there's-
on.
When you do that, it actually causes it to come loose.
Uh-huh.
And without that pressure there, all of the motors turning over on the crank goes against the little keyway that's aligning it, and the
Yeah.
timing slowly retards
Yeah,
over
that's-
time,
I've
and
had
you
that
lose
happen.
power.
I've
Shit.
had that happen. I went through 5 motors in my first car.
5 motors? Holy
Yeah, 5
fuck.
motors.
I just fixed mine.
but 1.6, right? 5 motors.
I took
It's the
apart
best
that
engine.
I took apart that crank, or not the crank. I just took the crank pulley off, the keyway out. I filled it in with some JB Weld. I
Weld.
put it
There
all
you
together
go.
with
All
some
right.
brand new stuff. I torqued it down to the
Blue
right
Loctite.
amount, and
it's
it's
fine?
it's still together. Yeah,
Okay.
it's
Still
fine.
balanced.
Word.
And it's turboed.
I had a problem. Jay-Z suffered from the same problem, except there's something else happens with the crank pulley.
I
but
heard-
the
I heard
balance
the
it
camera
walks.
flies
It
off.
blows off.
Walks down the street.
I replace it every time, usually every time the engine comes out, but I
Wait.
haven't as recently.
Holy fuck, that sounds like a lot.
1.6.
40,
1.6. Raise your
50
hand.
bucks.
Well, I used to be, so I can't say it.
Wait. You say 1.6?
Yeah.
Oh, 1.6 is the best engine. Can I raise my hand because I used to have one?
So it's three against
Riley,
2, so
before you put
1.6.
Before you put your hand up, which one runs?
Big block.
Big.
Forever.
I think.
All right.
Next.
Sequoia, best car.
Yes, sir. Who said
Who
it?
do you think?
Daryl said
Yep.
that. Yep.
Yeah.
Daryl, I'll see you in a few hours, baby.
Yes.
Jason Fischetti.
Oh, that's my brother.
96.
That's my brother.
He says, "What is their preferred shoe of choice? What is their preferred
Crocs.
choice of Crocs?
Crocs.
What is your preferred choice of Crocs?
the red ones.
Are there
different-
multiples?
There's different
Camo.
Crocs.
The tie-dye.
Black.
The red ones with the giblets.
As
Okay.
pictured.
Whatever is a Croc is
Hate it
the best
here.
shoe.
I wear the same shoes every day, man.
Riley,
Vans.
you got soup shoes on.
All right. Look. I'm not going to argue with you on that because before I got Crocs, Vans were what I wore religiously. But
And you wear
then
these things in the winter,
Then I
too.
bought a pair. These have a fur lining.
Oh, Jesus Christ, God help
My
me.
feet are fucking warm.
The thing about Crocs is not unknown. Is that you get you clown on them and then you get some and
Yeah,
you're like,
I've heard.
oh
Yeah.
shit,
My brother
this
made
is the
that
best
change.
shoe.
He did that.
They're the best driving
It's
shoe
incredible.
too. Ask Kurt.
I wouldn't care if it felt like I was walking on clouds. I would
I
never
look
wear
like
those
a
things.
dumbass.
All
Right
right.
now. I feel like you guys look cool wearing them and stuff, and I can't.
Well, I don't have Crocs.
I just
right
look fucking dumb.
All right, next one.
Crocs.
Let's see here.
It's not for
Ooh,
everyone.
Here we go. This is my friend Wags. He's a big Miata guy. All right.
Is
Wags.
Wags a Miata guy?
Yeah, dude.
So
Really?
Wags.
Yeah.
He's from
got
Washington.
he has an
for-
NB.
He's
so.
a mountain
That's
guy.
Miata, huh?
And he
NB.
lived in Washington or Oregon. I think he lived in Washington State, and he would drift the mountains out there.
That's
all the
probably a
time.
really good place to own a Miata.
I
Yeah.
fucking love Wags, dude. I didn't know that about him, but now I do.
He said NB8C versus NA8C, and
NB.
thoughts on an IRTB setups.
Okay, I want to comment on this. I got inspired by my friend Julius and other Corolla guys. I really want to do IRTB setup with my NB because
I wanna do
love
ITBs.
Fuck
vintage
is
style.
IRTV.
I think he means
Individual
ITBs.
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
just-
yeah.
Maybe he
yeah,
spelled it wrong or something.
Yeah, I mean individual racing throttle bodies.
Oh, that's
yeah,
what it
yeah,
is. Okay.
yeah, yeah. But I love personally for me, I don't like turbos. I used to have a turbo Miata. I like all motor.
And it was a bitchin' turbo Miata. All right, I built that thing,
Yeah,
and it was
Alex-
fucking sick.
Osity tune.
But then
Osity
we got
tune.
rid of it. But it's okay.
It's in pieces.
We
So
had
you
a
had
friend-
one with ITBs?
No,
No.
I guess I just got inspired by my buddy
yeah.
with because he loves Corollas and his Beams motor is ITBs
Yeah,
as
yeah.
well. And I actually drove it one time and I was like, all right, I love ITBs.
See, I like NA too, but not really for drifting.
A friend of ours
unless
had
everyone
an
has
ITB
NA.
one.
If you guys want to talk to Miata ITB guys, talk to Night Style.
Shout out Night Style.
Shout out to those guys up
friend-
in up
A
in
friend of
the
ours
black.
had one. It
Yeah.
sounded fucking sick.
Yeah. There's
Um,
like 3 of them who have
It
them.
was not a drift car though.
Yeah.
It was like
I run
Enjoyer.
Fab Auto Lab Knuckles, which is Dustin. I think his IG's Dustin B Bussin.
Word.
They're at Vibes. They're great. Jordan is the one with the ITBs on the black NB.
Okay.
I love Jordan. Shout out Jordan.
So NA or NB?
NB.
NA for
Let's
looks,
do the hands
NB
again. Let's do the hands again.
NA for looks, NB for fucking driving.
Wow.
NB, really? All you guys?
NA.
I love NB.
Wait, you-
NB.
I only like
N-
NB if
NB,
there's
right?
islands.
NA.
But if you want a good driving car and easy to replace stuff, NB. If you want to have fun, get an NB. If you long-term car, I think NA.
Okay.
Fuck all of that. I'm buying for the same price in NC.
Please no.
The boat.
I actually, they
I love
grew on
NC.
me.
They grew on me because
They
you
were
know
the
why? I would
ugly
put a
company.
Ford Fusion swap in that bitch.
Yeah,
All right.
2.5.
yeah.
You'd be set forever.
Yep, it drops right in there. Same fucking.
This
thing.
guy loves Destroy or Die. Okay.
This is Wags.
what-
This is my friend
Shout out
Wags
to
again.
Joe.
He said proper PPF brace alignment procedure. How it do?
What is that?
This is not a thing.
Okay,
you
here we
guys,
go.
you guys are fucking crazy. There's-
What is it
I've
talking
installed my Miatas have a power plant frame that connect. There's no transmission mount.
cradle?
There's no diff mount in the
Oh.
front. The transmission and the diff are connected with a
It's a
big
brace. It's a long
aluminum
bar.
brace. The
RXs
FDRX7
are like that,
same thing.
Yeah.
But there's some people are like, oh, there's a alignment torquing procedure. I've installed this bitch a million ways.
Me too,
Like
yeah.
there is no alignment procedure. You put that shit in, you tighten it, and you're good to go.
What is
Like,
the procedure? Is there?
I don't know. Like,
So you can't look this up or something?
I'm sure if you
I'm
look it
sure
up,
it's just
there's.
some manual somewhere in
Yeah.
Japan where
No, like a Mazda.
I've personally never done it, and
So
I've
what
never
would
had
it
an
would
issue.
be to center the
I've-
diff with the trans?
I think it's to center the trans or something like that. But
drive shaft so that it's all in line.
Yeah.
I don't
I've
see
never-
how
I've
it
never
could
done
be.
that.
I don't see how it could be out of line because it has
four
two
bolts.
engine mounts. It has two
Or is
diff
there,
mounts.
is there any two diff mounts?
So there's.
yeah.
It's not like it can walk around.
They
You
have
know?
Also-
a retainer that drops in that holds the diff. in
Yeah, there's
place,
a-
same with the trans.
Riley's saying there's a retainer that goes in like
So,
a keyway in
I
a
think
way.
it's made up.
Also,
Okay.
isn't the drive shaft on 2 different joints? So like even if it's
Yes.
U joints.
it's on 2 U joints, right? So
So
what about my lifted
Still
landing?
wanna-
gear?
still wanna
Roadstar
get it
says
close.
PPF brace alignment's bullshit.
Bullshit.
bullshit. Just tighten it and don't think about it.
Exactly.
You're gonna break something anyways.
Okay.
If you're low
What-
enough,
If
you
your
go.
problem is a PPF with
I don't know though. I've heard people say that like I didn't align my PPF and my car made this noise, but I feel like it's
You're
just
drifting. Your shit's gonna make
your
a
car's
fuckload of
fucked up at
noise.
that point.
Yeah.
It wasn't your PPF, but nice try.
It wasn't your PP. All right.
It was your pee-pee.
What are your dream paint colors?
Dream.
Paint colors.
I want to paint my car the same color as Chelsea DeNofa's E36 hatch is currently, that like maroonish reddish color.
Okay, that sounds
Is
good.
that's what I want to do because I think it would complement the other colors on my team.
It
well.
does. It does sound like
And
it
it's
would.
like it's not quite like Josh DeLise's car. It's like a darker, deeper tone.
Okay.
That's what I want to do. But I want to Rapids, and I'm just gonna smash it into shit and like hit walls and stuff. So
You gotta paint it.
midnight purple but darker,
Darker midnight purple, so black.
damn near black.
I haven't really thought much about
Your color's good.
doing a different color.
I
here.
do
Yeah,
like
blue,
I do
yeah.
like your color because
Yeah,
it makes it
it's
look
don't change it.
bigger.
It's actually the original factory Mariner Blue, and I bought my car with that color, and I just liked how it looked, so I had it resprayed that
That's
same
a factory color.
Single
Yeah.
stage. So
I never.
You
That's
can
a
buff it-
one single
buff it
color,
till the
by
end
the
of
way.
time.
Yeah.
Make it shiny again.
it's great.
Let's hear it. Color.
Oh wait, his is midnight
damn
purple,
near
but dark.
midnight,
midnight
almost
purple.
midnight purple.
Okay.
Black.
blue, like Justin's blue, but maybe a little darker, like the Laguna blue for the M editions.
Okay, that's good.
I'm a fan of rose gold pink.
Yes.
Metallic.
Yo,
I
that
love,
might actually
I love
look
rose
cool.
gold
Brother.
pink metallic.
I like
Thoughts?
how it's all kind of unique. You know, we all
Yeah.
have a
We all have different tastes. Like we
Yeah.
like 90 spec, sex spec. There's like modern taste.
I
that
love
we do
sex
have.
spec, dude.
Sex
That's
spec
my
is
shit.
nice.
Yeah.
That's my shit.
That's like
sex spec is
2000s.
big kits, shiny everything, shiny polished
Subwoofers.
knobs and shit.
Yeah.
I never even heard that term.
TVs.
Sex spec.
Oh,
that was like
that was
2000s
big.
era.
Yeah, that was
There's
big
some
in the 2000s.
Cameron
I
stuff
want-
right now.
Why have I never heard that
My,
term?
my
before?
goal is sex spec
watch
with
Mighty
a
Carmine
hint
too?
of
Oh, maybe that's why.
Yeah.
well, like when I used to buy like what Import Tuner magazine, that was sex spec era.
But was that said there? Like who coined that term?
I mean,
I heard
I
Mighty
mean,
Carmine
it's
say
having a lot of
video.
it's mid.
No, I don't know. It's just
Yeah.
that era.
Z, you would know.
I feel like it just gets made up. I mean, like
No, I
imagine
saw,
you're
it, I
some,
saw it in a Mighty Carmine's video. They had a car with a
That
red
sounds like something they
interior,
would say.
I mean,
and,
think of it this way. You don't.
Era.
and it had like subs and like all that shit. Like
thing
think of
was
the car from
disgusting.
Fast and Furious that had like the Hulk fist.
Yes,
like
Fast and Furious
Oh,
was-
Young Bow
that's,
Wow.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
like
little Bow Wow.
But
So-
I like
so
sex spec
racers,
mixed
alright.
with a little bit of sex spec with function at that point. Like
Yeah.
sex
Yeah.
spec attitude, but can drift.
That was from Aminda, but I'm sure it's Amanda 13.
Hi, Amanda.
Thoughts on NC Miata? This is from Eric.
It's good.
2.5
It's
swap.
I love them.
2.5 swap.
I
Oh, they're
love
so
them.
ugly.
They're
Y'all
actually,
are haters.
if I was gonna rank them, it'd be NA first, NC, then NB,
You're
then
canceled.
ND.
A lot of car for
You're
the
canceled.
money.
Yeah,
A lot
yeah.
of car for the money.
It's an amazing
It is.
car.
A
I
lot
like
of car for
NC.
the
They are
money.
good.
The,
I like NC.
the NB is just an uglier
At that
NA.
point, you're not
Whoa.
gonna
the
get it.
NC is an
Shots
actually a
fired.
different car.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My uncle has one.
At an NC price point, you don't buy a Miata.
You buy RX 8.
You buy a BMW.
No, you don't buy an
buy,
RX-8.
You buy a
No,
BMW.
don't buy
You
an
buy a
RX-8.
Vet. You buy anything but a Miata.
The guy who owns
Don't buy
this
the RX-8.
Cressida, the guy who owns this Cressida, he had an RX-8.
I would buy one of those
Yeah.
Cressidas in a
Yeah,
heartbeat.
fucking
I
garbage.
fucking love
Yeah.
those things.
He
I mean,
fucking hated
they
it.
look cool.
No, he didn't hate it. Did he hate it?
They look cool, but like
That
Nah, I love the way
that
they
red
sound.
Cressida you
Red-
guys
red
have out
motor.
there is like my perfect drift car.
I think it's
Really?
hood is-
Perfect?
Yes,
It's
perfect.
hood. I
Damn.
love it.
Thank you.
secretly a big body guy. Like,
Oh yeah, dude! I would love.
Well,
I
you
drove.
got
I
one,
drove
yeah.
my friend's IS 300 once, and I fucking loved it. It was
Man,
NA.
it ain't
I tried to
all- it
trade
ain't
my
all that.
car
you
for
had
it.
that long wheelbase.
No,
You're like,
it is
whoa.
all that
tried to
because
trade your
I
car
drive
for
a
it?
Miata.
Did you?
and
Did you
that's
know?
not all
Did
that.
you know?
You trying to trade your car for it?
I did.
What the fuck?
I even offered him cash on top.
What
and
the-
he said no.
Did you?
He's also tall, so that's part of the.
Yeah, I
You
fit a
don't
lot
look
better.
like you
Dude,
would
if
fit
you
in a
traded
Miata,
your car,
bro.
you wouldn't be here right now.
Yeah, I know. I would be
That would
Taken
be it.
off the team.
Cut from the team.
cut from the team.
Chop the
see
top.
ya.
Nice knowing you.
The only NC that looks good is the one that's white. It's in Japan.
Yes,
it's like
with
got
the GTR
crazy
wheels.
with
No,
the GTR wheels, with the
there's a
R32
couple-
GTR wheels.
I
That-
like
it looks
those
like an
cars.
S2000, and I think that's why it looks good. Other than that,
Don't say that too
I do
loud
like-
for the S2000 people. out
sorry
there.
guys.
I like NCs.
NC with a 2.5 swap.
I
from
would
a
own one.
Ford Fusion. Fuck yes.
Yes,
I agree.
yes. I did try.
Still on this.
Still can't get over it.
All right, boys. I think we're gonna call it.
Yeah. Thank you guys so much for listening. This is another one for the books.
This one is
2023.
insane because they drove up here,
You guys fucking really.
and there wasn't even a drift event.
Thanks
for
for
the
having
Toyota
us.
Sequoia.
Like-
Yup.
That's nuts,
I'm
man.
just kidding, but no.
It wasn't that bad.
It was
I personally
comfortable.
want to say thank you because this has been a long time. We planned this a while ago.
Yeah, this has been
month coming.
And
2
we
months.
moved out from the group chat. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It takes
Real
a
life
lot to
now.
do that. And there's a lot of you that the challenge is early to coordinate something. We all managed to do that and
Yeah, it worked
fuck yeah.
out.
Thank
I
you
mean,
guys so much.
Yeah,
yeah.
it's
Thanks for
Friday
having
night,
us.
but it worked out.
Yeah, it's Friday night. We're gonna go to my house, get
Play some Gran
Yeah,
Turismo
board
or
games.
something.
Round 2.
Yep. Yeah, no, but we're grateful from here.
Is there
at Faction.
anything you guys want to promote or
Yeah, say
share
something.
or
So
Instagram
we-
names? Or...
We
Where
we
where
just-
can we find you guys on Instagram and stuff? Give us
At-
your socials and stuff. Not your
Whoa,
social security
whoa,
number,
whoa.
but
at
give you that.
road.star_. At road.star_. We'd also like to shout out Fortunato.
Okay.
They've done good by us. We're friends with a lot of the guys that work there, and they're local to us. They're They're Virginia based.
All right.
They used to be Broadway Static. Or Broadway
It's separate. It's still a thing.
Is it?
It's separate. It's for
is separate. I don't know. Well, either way, that's my only shout out.
Great company, great products. We love working with
Shout
them.
out my wife for putting up with me. All right, next.
Drift Nirvana.
Yeah,
Drift Nirvana. Hell yeah.
I think a lot of
OGs.
people haven't driven at Drift Nirvana, and if you're not near Virginia, I think it's worth the drive.
Check it out.
A lot of
it
people
out.
don't go to it. I think it would do a lot for the drift community if
Okay.
people checked it out.
All right.
Yeah, for everyone who came and drove Special Stage East last year and who plans on driving Special Stage East this year, that track you can drive at least once a month with Drift Nirvana. So
Okay.
if you like that track and you want to go back there,
And they have many more tracks.
check out Drift Nirvana. There's 6 tracks at the facility.
Yeah.
It's the East Coast Ibisu.
Yeah, it seems that way.
There's 6 tracks, and
There's a bank, dude.
There's-
a carousel.
there's a carousel.
There's a zoo.
So I heard at
Some
that
would call it
track.
that.
I heard at that track they take one turn from like complicated tracks all across the world and they combine it into one track.
Yeah, that's the Nürburgring portion.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that what the carousel is supposed to be?
Yeah, I think so.
So you'll see, like 3-wheeling, you'll see people dipping one wheel off the edge.
Yeah.
Hey, did you see Travis register like beaches 350 on this?
Where's the-
Got to shout out
Travis
your
is
website
sick.
too.
Oh yeah, I mean I'm not.
Shout
It's
it
weird
out.
to plug myself,
Shout it
but
out.
yeah, if you like if you want some old school Japanese magazines, check out what I have an eBay, but check out my website. That's at Big Cartel. So it's just my name, excitejp.bigcartel.com.
And they can find that on your Instagram too.
Yeah, and it's linked on my Instagram. And then if you want a livery, I'll do it for you. There's a little bit of
Hell
a waiting
yeah.
list, but Custom House Excite.
Okay. All right.
I want to shout out to the DMV community for drifting and Northern Virginia itself.
All right.
They make it feel like family, and what it is today wasn't like that before. And I do want to give big love to them and big love to you guys over here at Faction. Thank you for inviting us.
Thanks, man.
Mhm.
Thanks,
Yeah.
man.
Thank you for having us.
Thank
I
you.
can't believe you guys came up here. This is it's pretty important for us.
I was
so
I was
thanks.
like in the area like last month. I was like, I'm here again. But I was arriving in LaGuardia. And I was like flying over
Yeah,
my head.
yeah.
And I'm like, God damn, I'm here again.
Yeah. Well, thanks for visiting. Thanks for visiting our home. Hopefully next time it's a Club Loose event or something like that.
Fuck yeah.
And we can
Yeah,
take you
fucking- I don't
around.
live
And
here.
it's not,
Do an
it's not
invitational.
freezing out.
Do an invitational.
What would you
Telling
call
you.
it?
We're not probably not going to throw an
Frankie
event that
Invitational.
big, but
It doesn't have to be that
we'll
big.
probably do a private day with
Yeah.
Yeah.
It doesn't have to be that big.
something like
I
that.
think just an event where everyone's like styled up. That's it. What would we call that?
It's just going to be literally a private day, and it's just going to be
Faction
awesome.
bout.
Like,
Let's do an awesome private day.
all right. Well,
Thank you guys so much for listening. If you haven't already, check us out on all the socials, Instagram, Spotify, Apple
Please leave a
Music, we're all
review.
on there. And leave a review if you can. Let us know what you think about it. I'm not going to tell you to give it 5 stars, but I just already know this is.
I'm going to
this is
tell you give it 5
5
stars. Please give it 5 stars.
Thank
Five
you,
stars
Frankie.
for the road
Thank you so
stars.
much
We
for
love you.
listening. Check them out at road.stars.
Yes.
Please.
Underscore.
And we love to Komanji, by the way.
We love to Komanji. Check out our Komanji.
I'm too old for
Thank
that.
you guys. I don't know what that is.
You're going to find out.
Oh boy, you got a long night ahead of you.
We're going to show you
I'm
later.
fucking ready, baby.
All right, close us out. Close us out.
Okay.
Turn it off.
Turn it off. Turn it off. Turn it off. Hell yeah.